Tonight, we officially kick off the second half of the season with this AFC West battle under the lights for Thursday Night Football between two longtime division rivals. In one corner, the Las Vegas Raiders, coming off their overtime loss against the Jacksonville Jaguars and losers of 6 of their last 7 games, looking to turn things around and keep their season alive. They got a tough task today, though, against the Denver Broncos, maybe the hottest team in football, winners of 6 straight games, sitting pretty at 7-2, and looking to extend their lead on the AFC West division hunt. It's the Raiders against the Broncos, and it's right here on JG9 Live. Here we go. All right, everybody. Happy Thursday night as we kick off Week 10 of the season with this battle between the Raiders and the Broncos. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. I forgot to put one thing in, so give me a second here. I don't know where it's going to fit, but we're going to do that for now. There we go. All right, so if you've never done one of these streams before, how it works is like this. If I run the chat, any questions you would have, I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation, get a question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order they see and vote in that poll. He wins this one, the Broncos or the Raiders. If you are a member, you can show us for either one of these teams using the emojis in the chat. We got the emojis for the Raiders and the Broncos. Should be a good one over on Prime. Every donation counts tripled toward you make the call. You're going to help me decide which game we are calling on Friday night. This is the last day to decide on this one. Houston, UCF, Northwestern, USC, or Tulane against Memphis. Every donation counts as triple toward you make the call. So you donate $5 counts as 15, 10 counts as 30, and the more XP you get, the more bonuses you receive as well in terms of the donation number. So just something to keep in mind. Yeah, AB officially extradited to Florida. Thank God. Thank God. His career is just spiraling out of control. But appreciate all you guys tuning in. How's it going, Lou? How's it going, Allie? How's it going, Cujo? I'm keeping tabs on the USF game. 14-0 USF over UTSA over there. Appreciate all you guys being here. And absolutely zombie. Absolutely tragic. Absolutely tragic. Like I said on the OT stream, it is okay to not be okay. It is completely okay to not be okay. Mental health should be talked about, and if you're ever feeling like that, there's always people there for you. It just absolutely tragic. Way too young, and to be going from a touchdown to dead in the matter of 3 days, just tragic stuff. And we will be putting that number on for the rest of the week. How's it going, Jordan? Appreciate you tuning in. The AB attempted murder charge. I wish I could say I was surprised. That's so the AB account is not run by. Oh, I agree with that, Michael. I agree with that. No, cheering an injury because the player sucks is never okay. That's never okay. No, that's never okay. Yeah, well, the thing with the AB Twitter account, he has not run that account in a long time. He sold that account off a long time ago. That's not him running that account. So he'll still be. So the AB account will still be around as he's in jail for whatever. So, oh, Coach Will's on Twitter? I did not hear that. Oh man, that sucks. He's a good guy too. That sucks. Every Thursday night, I do this thing called live band karaoke where I sing with a live band. It's not my band, but it's a band that plays downtown at the bar. I'm helping there immediately after this game is done. So, $50, I'll sing any song you want me to on that karaoke list. $25, there is one song that is half off. I'm going to determine the song that's half off by spinning the wheel. Whichever song it lands on is the song that is going to be that. Tree's going to do a video about AB's arrest. I'm not going to be surprised. I don't think he can do a video because with all, like, he's got to into the entire history, it's going to take like 20,000 hours, and there's an upload limit for that. It's going to take 20 hours to get through everything that he's done. Long Train Running by the Doobie Brothers. Ooh, man. I'm back to the 70s on that one. Long Train Running by the Doobie Brothers is the song that is half off for this stream and for this stream only. All right. Again, vote in that poll. He think wins for one. Raiders of the Broncos. How's it going, MK? I appreciate you being here. And again, this is the last day for this to make the call. I should also note, with a new video that dropped earlier today about a game between the Chargers and the Steelers, since they're playing Sunday Night Football. We'll be live for that one. I'll sing a blindfold for double. I will sing a blindfold for double. I'll do for triple. I'll do the harmonica. I don't have the harmonica, but we'll make it work. Great song. Great song. Oh, man. Phenomenal song. Actually, one of the Doobie. I think it's their second best behind What a Fool Believes. You know, it's going to be HOSAB. Yeah. You know, he ain't getting the Hall of Fame anytime soon. I highly doubt it. So, we're doing a moment of silence right now at the same for Marshawn Nealand, who again passed away earlier this morning. Vote in that poll. I think wins this one again. We have Chargers Steelers tomorrow night at or not tomorrow, Sunday night, I should say. And we have a video out on a game from 1990. Caleb in for 3 months out. Please save the Pacers. Oh man. Unfortunately, I think there ain't enough room in this town for multiple Indiana teams to be great. Obviously, Indiana's great. Colts are great. Someone's got to give. But man, that just... Game 7 was the worst... That might have been the worst Game 7 in the history of NBA. That might have been the worst. Because not just that you lost and hadn't won the title before, but it's the fact that you lost and now your season's destroyed because Halliburton's out. Right, they're unrecognizable with Halliburton. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. He's a floor general. So it just absolutely sucks that Halliburton is not able to be out there. You know, this is a throwback game. I understand the assignment. I got the throwback bug in there. We're trying to say Brian's reasons for Lakers winning. He's not playing like crap, I will say, but he's not the reason they're winning. No, not even close. How's it going, CJ? How's it going? Michael Frank there with you as well, man. Pay your tickets for $8. That's the one positive. I will say, as a Suns fan, I can get into games for dirt cheap now. When they were winning, I couldn't get in. The cheapest price was like $80. Now, if I want to go to a Suns game, let's see the next Suns game. The next Suns game that theoretically I could go to, because I do Monday, Thursday, Sunday. Friday night, the 21st, the cheapest ticket's $21. I mean, I can get in for... There's some games I can get in for under $20 in January. And keep in mind, the Suns are the hottest team in Phoenix. They are the biggest team in Phoenix. Bigger than the D-backs, bigger than the Cardinals. They're bigger than everyone. Become another victim of the finals hangover. Oh, they get a pass because of the injuries. The Game 7 finals is like Game 7 if Vlad got injured. And not just injured, but like out for all of next season. Way too early MVP candidates. Jokic, Wemby. Reeves is playing well. Was I say frankly with you? It's just his thing. It's his thing. It's a friend of his. Might go to Pacers game. The Lakers coming down. Well, the problem is that the Lakers, Those tickets will always be expensive. Want to go with Suns game? I'll be in AC for Thanksgiving. Ooh, my work schedule is nuts. They're not playing around Thanksgiving. They're not playing around Thanksgiving, unfortunately. They play the 29th against the Nuggets, but I'll be working for that. Best song to do is Blackwater Fiction. I think What a Fool Believes is their best. Blackwater's a good song. You get $1 plus fees. Oh, that's awesome. How long until this game? It's ugly pretty quick. We'll see. I will say now that because the time zone is different, karaoke starts at 9, and again, for the first half of the season, no issue because the game starts at 5, ends at 8. But now the game starts at 6, ends at 9. I can flip out if a game becomes, like, ridiculously out of hand. Yeah, Desert Diamond Arena. Oh, it's still around. It's still there. Gila River is still... Desert Diamond is still around. It does concerts. Players should trade LeBron. I mean, it's not a bad idea at this point. I can package Bron if the team trades LeBron, yeah. See, the Wolves want to go to the Twin Series over Christmas because they got the last two $6 tickets. Nice. Nice. So we're going to kick off in just a little bit over in Denver. Again, the Broncos, winners of 6 straight games. The Raiders have lost 6. Coming off that overtime loss against the Jaguars. Played well offensively that game. Geno Smith didn't make a ton of mistakes. Grant didn't throw deep down the field. And it was a lot of swings and a lot of passes behind the line of scrimmage and also to Bowers. But other than that, didn't make mistakes. My boy Jack Beck play. Yeah, I think Beck's going to play a lot. Beck is in the starting lineup. I think he's going to play a fair amount. Mentally prepare for this game to be unwatchable football, as is most Thursday night games. That's just how I have to accept most Thursday night games. Yeah, Bronny has a good soul. Yeah, go back to Cleveland, Bron. Yeah, they went back to throwback logos. Raiders faders. There you go. No one's trading for LeBron because of the contract. Yeah, the vet min. Yeah, but the contract's pretty much untradeable. Right, comes like Chiefs Spurs 1.0. We can call it early. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a hard out for this. I go all the way for this, but I do have, like, I will end it early if it becomes really out of hand. Raiders stand a chance? Yeah, divisional games, you never know. Divisional games are always interesting. Remember, the Broncos are not great at covering tight ends, and the Raiders have the best tight end in football in Brock Bowers. So, they could. They could. Yeah, they was. Well, it wasn't a first rounder. It was a second rounder. It was pick number 55. Yeah, I can see that, Nicholas. I can see that. Right, GTA 6 delayed once again. Another 6 months. This game better cure every disease in the book at this point with how much it's been delayed. Is Houston being called over? I did not see that. I did not see that one. They're only halfway through the season, but the Titans are the biggest travesty mid-season. Dolphins. Dolphins are the biggest ones. Because no one had any hopes for the Titans. The Dolphins, some people had hopes for, and they're an implosion. Mayotte stream ends up being 52-3 in the third. No, I did one earlier today. I never do a T on Thursday nights. Take over for this. Raiders is awful. See, it's fine. Broncos defense is good. Broncos defense is actually very good. And Bo next, you never know. I mean, Raiders defense is not good, obviously. But we will see. Yeah, we all heard about Marshall Leland. Yes. Just absolutely tragic. I've got the number. I got the 94 up there for the rest of the week. Some posts on Facebook said they would do the same thing if... Oh, that's awful. Yeah, that's awful, Bobby. Some people don't know when to... The moment. Some people don't know. Yeah, that's awful. That's awful. JR's trading me gets on the wrong side of a highlight clip. There you go. Well, to be fair, Newsome has been very, very good with the Jaguars so far this year. That was not his fault. That was a crazy... Oh my God, they understood the assignment! Oh my God, kickoff, touchback, ball to 35. They understood the assignment. I don't believe it. That's the first time I've ever done that. Oh my God. I'm in awe. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. They have never, ever done that before. No, it's not fog, it's just fireworks. Yeah, a lot of smoke, yeah, just the fireworks. They have never done that before. I don't believe it. And there was much rejoicing. It's a miracle. The handoff here to Genti on the first play. He will get nothing. Thrown down at the 35-yard line brings up second down. Thrown down by Ufanga, the former Niner. Ashton Genti, it's been a rough season for him. Not really his fault. They just have no holes whatsoever to work with. Genti just under 500 yards rushing this season. They've got the 4th worst rushing attack in football from a touchdowns, yards per attempt, and yardage standpoint. Starts off here with nothing. I'm good? Yeah. Scared you? Yeah. Is this going to be the high part of the game? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, no, Lakers are good. Lakers are good. So, usually when, like, I always say with throwback logos, the Broncos are using their throwback logos. Second down, Gino, they're going to send 4. Hitch route, that's caught the 39-yard line, just a 4-yard gain. That's Dante Thornton. Again, no Jacoby Myers. He got traded to the Jaguars for a 4th and a 6th round pick. So, a chance for some of these youngsters to step up. Dante Thornton being one of them, the 4th round pick this year for the Raiders, brings up 3rd and 6. Long story short, Amazon shows the Broncos throwback logo on the scorebug. I think I peeled. Oh, boy. They show the throwback logo on the scorebug. They never do that. They've never done that. I'm so happy. Finally getting the memo. 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Back to his right. Gino sends a receiver motion. That's Tyler Lockett. They're going to send 5. Gino stepping up. Crosser. That's caught. And Lockett gets the first down. His first grab as a Raider. Tyler Lockett. Released by the Titans a couple of weeks ago. Reuniting with Pete Carroll. Obviously, Seahawks legend. Definitely on the older side of things. Probably his last season in the NFL. A 33-year-old wideout keeps the drive alive at the 45, and that's a first down. You'll injury the Raiders, yes. Yeah, it becomes eligible. It does, yeah. 82-game season, yeah. Absolutely. To the bottom of the screen. Now motion a bit closer to the line is Trey Tucker. Genty in the backfield, live formation here. Misdirection, hand off to Genty. Got nothing last time, and he'll keep the pile moving here. Nice strong run down to the 49. Gain of 4 brings up second down. Genty last time out against the Jaguars. Didn't do much on the ground, just 3 yards to carry, 42 yards on 13 carries. Got stuck by the goal line a couple times. Made an impact, though, in the passing game. 5 catches for 47 yards and a touchdown in the 4th quarter. No, Lockett had a block down the field. He had a target. He didn't have a catch last week. Yeah, exactly, Sports Dog, yep. Cowboys have a throwback logo? No, it's always from the star. I mean, their throwback logo was the star without the outline. Now it's a star with the outline. But it's, for all intents and purposes, they've not had a throwback logo. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. I formation here at midfield. Tucker in motion, play action. Gino stepping up, pump fake. He's going to take off and run. He will slide. I think he slid. Are they going to give it to him? They're going to say he slid at the 44-yard line. That's the first down. I might start the slide just a bit earlier, but they will give him the first. 2 first downs to start at the 35 because of the touchback. Sure, that earlier grab by Dante Thornton, just his 6th grab of the season. Still not over 100 yards this year. A ball to 44. Nice opening drive. Don't like the rare unis? I'm fine with them. The outlines are not great. I will give you that. Hand off here to Genty. Tries to bounce outside, and he will not get anything. He'll get about 2. Dre Greenlaw, another former Niner, on the stop. I got the bot. And for personalities that check my videos, yes. I have had emails before. I've had people reach out to me about it. People comment on the videos. I had an NFL player reach out to me about the about one of my Greg Williams conspiracy theories, and I'm like, you're 100% correct. Also, one player tried to sue me one time. That was fun. 2nd and 7. 3 at the top of the screen. Yeah, Chiefs are for the Raiders today. And they have to burn a timeout. Play clock winding down. All whites? Yeah, they're wearing the all whites. Let's see. Bengals first going to tackle Colston Loveland. Yeah, that's a huge travesty. Yeah, that's a great question. What player they got traded during the deadline do you see make the biggest impact with their new team? I'm going to say Jacoby Myers. And the reason why is because we need receivers badly. All of our receivers are pretty much hurt. He's going to start right away. Gladstone loves him. The team seems to love him. I'm going to say Jacoby Myers makes the biggest impact of the players who got traded at the deadline. We're going to force feed him that ball. Release the lawsuit files. 3 at the top of the screen, back to his left. Obviously, they dropped the suit because they knew there was nothing they could do about it. Because it's like, I was right. They send 4, but a flag flies. It's crazy. They call timeout to avoid the delay of game. To lose 5 yards, and ends up not mattering because they will get called for a false start. Anyways, back him at 5. Can we vote on the lawsuit files? Yeah, Loveland pick looks... I mean, Tyler Warren's playing better, but Loveland actually showed up last week for the first time, which I'm happy about. Shaheed's going to clear out the deep field, make JSN and Darnold look even better. That's true. I just don't know how much they're going to target Shaheed because JSN's getting, like, open on every play. Myers is, like, the only guy we got right now. But Shaheed is a great trade. It's a great trade. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his right. I'm not going to say who it was, but they tried to sue me for defamation, but you can't do that if it's the truth. They send 4. Gino, out route. That ball's caught at the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 37. That's Tyler Lockett, his second grab of the drive. Gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 2 after the cha-cha-cha. Raiders falling 4-down territory. He was, yes. He was a former running back. Yep. And why does it show 3 timeouts? I don't know. It shouldn't. Because they did call timeout. Because it was delay of game. They did call timeout. To the top, to the bottom. I'll double check afterwards. I'll double check after the drive. Once they reset the clock. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom now. As rushing south, the string goes Tucker. They're going to send 5. Gino just can't take a sack here. Stepping up, and he's going to take a sack. Are you kidding me? 3rd and 1. They drop back to pass, and Gino does the one thing you can't do. And that's take a sack. Is he really the youngest coach in the AFC West? That's insane. Would have been 4-down territory. I'm not going to say the team he played for, but he does not play anymore. I like going out of bounds, yeah. Right, no, yeah, still back up. It was literally in the newspaper, yeah. Yeah, he was very appreciative, yeah. Hanatu was really appreciative. You know, most of the players are pretty appreciative. He was like the only one that wasn't. The guy that tried to sing. But 4th down, and they're probably going to have to pump this ball away. And they will. Broncos, one of the best defenses in football this season. They forced 4 sacks last week. A big sack there, and that punt will go out of bounds of the 1. That is beautifully done. A.J. Cole, one of the best punters in football. Yeah, Luke Fickle's returning. I don't know why. I don't know why he's returning. Who does that play? The guy who tried to sue me. Out of bounds at the 1. A 41-yard punt. Can't do much better than that. Coffin corner. He is so good. I have his autograph football. I won at the NFL draft in 2022. Yeah, let me double check the timeout situation. Let me double check that. That's a coffin corner. Yep, not even going to feel good about that. Yeah, they should not have thrown on 3rd. And Gino's got to know better. We can't take a sack on that spot. Let me double check. So why did the clock... Okay. Well, I guess they have all 3. So expired, I have no idea, but the fact that Wisconsin can't afford it is crazy. The least valuable player looked like an MVP against the Jaguars. Yep, against our banged-up defense. Why do you want to sue? Defamation. But... yeah, you got a little beautiful punt. Touchdown down coming. Yeah, OJ. Yeah, OJ definitely was the one. If I did it. Yeah, so I guess they keep all their time. I'm not sure what the... because the clock was at 0. I guess, did they reset it? They must have reset it. Either way. Yeah, they must have reset it. All right. Broncos ball at the 1-yard line. Yeah, Wingard's least valuable player. Yeah. Yeah. No, our defense is just so banged up. How's it going, Jonathan? Appreciate you tuning in. And again, every donation counts. Triple. Tor, do you make the call? Help me decide which game we are calling. Tomorrow night, Houston, UCF, Northwestern, USC, or Tulane against Memphis. One question I would ask Dak if I saw him in public. Probably why did you encourage fans to hurt the referees after the Niners game? Yeah, Isaac Punt's gonna get a banger of a video after that. Other Michael Tunnel, I don't know where to start. I mean, yeah, I don't know where to start. I would love to. I don't know where to start. Successful drive for the Raiders? No. If you don't get points, it's not a successful drive. I will say successful punt, but I wouldn't say successful drive. Considering the fact that you were in field goal range and you wind up getting nothing, no. You Rick Lovato done? Yep. 3 straight Silver Sluggers with 3 different teams. I don't think that record's going to get broken again. I don't think we're going to see a guy win 4 Silver Sluggers in a row with 4 different teams. You Broncos win this? I think most people do. Wisconsin be this in common? Circling backwards, yeah. I'd be very surprised if the Broncos don't win. But that's why they play the games. You never know. Happy Loveland's starting to get it? Me too. Me too. It makes me able to sleep at night knowing that, okay, maybe the Bears got a good tight end. Hand up at the 2-yard line. And they'll give him some breathing room. It's a hand up at the middle. Gets about 6 down to the 8. That's J.K. Dobbins in his first season with the Broncos. Leading rusher on the team with, well, now 700 yards rushing on the season. You know, his best chance to win Defensive Player of the Year this year? I'm going to say fact. He's right. He's got my vote right now. The biggest Broncos fan, week 15. There you go. He's got my vote. If I had to vote right now, I'd go Benino. Second down. Broncos last time out against the Texans. About 4 yards to carry. 100 yards on the dot. Dobbins, 61. Brendan Burns? I've never heard of him. Right, GPS is streaming together for this one. They are. They are streaming together. And that wind is swirling. The ball is moving. Like, the ball has to keep getting reset. It is not staying stationary on the ground. Yeah, grayscale filter? Yeah, it's not. But that's very much what it looks like. Second for the toss here. Once again goes to Dobbins. Starts to bounce outside. He'll get pushed out of bounds. Right around the 10. Brings up 3rd and 2. I should note the Raiders did not do a great job of stopping the run last week against the Jaguars. In that OT win by Jacksonville, the final 8 plays of the Jaguars' drive were runs. The Jaguars ran down their throats, over 150 yards rushing, 42 rushing attempts. Jacksonville felt very comfortable running the football last week, and it worked out very, very well. Got to get Packers layer design helmet. I do at some point, yeah. McCarthy's getting a lot better. Yeah, I mean, it's only his 3rd game, but he's looking a lot better. Yeah, Goodman, the only good player on the Rockies, it seems like, this past season. And Tyler Freeman. Right, more prone to upside to a short rest. It is. Also more prone to more sloppy football. 3rd and 2, once again to Dobbins up the middle. He's going to get nothing. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that is in, and that's Max Crosby on the stop. 4th down, and the Broncos go 3 and out, so the Raiders defense holds. And unlike Jacksonville, Denver having some trouble running the football to start this game off as Crosby on Adam Troutman. I'm going to give the Broncos a word of advice. I would not put a tight end on Max Crosby. Go for it, you cowards. Yep. I don't think that's the smartest idea. I think you got to scrap that play. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that Adam Troutman one-on-one with Max Crosby is not a winning strategy. But that's just a theory. That punt, the wind is horrible today, and that's a shank. That is a shank of a punt. They're going to start in plus territory at the 44-yard line, just 34 yards on the punt. Yeah, the wind sucks, yep. The wind sucks, and the Raiders are starting close to field goal range at the 44. What do you think about Nealon? Just absolutely tragic. And if you're ever in a spot like that, don't be afraid to reach out for help. Like, it's just absolutely tragic what happened to Nealon. Way too young, too. Just shows you never know what these people are dealing with. You never know what anyone's dealing with. Ball at the 44 or 41-yard line. That's a 31-yard punt. Move it up even some more. Raiders in a good spot so far. They got 8 on the line right now. They're going to toss it out to Genty, and Genty will get nothing. The Raiders have 8 on the line, and they get nothing on the ground. Alex Singleton on the hit. The Raiders have not been able to run the ball successfully at all this season. Where's that ball? It's a poop emoji instead of football. Yeah, Rockies against Phillies, yeah, they played some horrible baseball. The defensive, I remember how bad they were defensively. Has they ever come for you? They have, yes, but I win every time. Because I know my rights. So they have come for me, but I always win. So I'm never worried about it. Right, QB Sigma Nixon punt? Yeah, it was a long one. It was like 1.5. 2nd and 10, 2 at the top. Or 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Gino, they're going to send 4. Gino, tip to the line, incomplete. Broken up there by Zach Allen. Gino has had some trouble with tip passes this year. You might recall last week against the Jaguars, the final play of the game in overtime, Gino had a receiver wide open in the back of the end zone. Couldn't get it there because the ball was tipped by Devon Hamilton. This time, it's Zach Allen on the tip. And the Raiders, after starting at the 41-yard line, have gotten nothing out of it. 3rd and 10. Right, minus sort of against us, yes. 1 at the top, 2 of them on back to his right. Should the Jags win this weekend? I mean, in theory, you never know. This team, in theory, they should. Swings it out. That's caught by Raheem Mostert. Mostert to the 35, and he will dive ahead for the first. They're going to give it to him at the 31-yard line. It's absolutely horrible. Yep. How's it going, David? Most more games a week. Yeah, Philly, Green Bay, and Rams, Niners. Absolutely. I mean, the Jags, they're banged up. Davis Mills is starting. In theory, Jags should win, but you never know. Yeah, Browns, Jets, give me something. I was going to glove. Appreciate you tuning in for this one. Mostert on the swing. Remember, the Raiders used a lot of swing passes last week. They had 2 plays. Get it to Brock Bowers and swing it out by the line of scrimmage. Ball to 30. They're going to go jet sweep here. It goes to Tucker. Tucker looking for some blocks in the second level. Gets down to the 24, maybe the 23-yard line. Give it a gain of 6. Jaquan McMillan on the stop, just outside the red zone. Right, tank bulls are important, yeah. Important for draft picks, at least. 2nd and 4. Right, and it's always tragic, especially that young. It's always... But it's not a sure thing with the win. No, not at all. And Carlson missed an extra point last week. It's not a surefire thing. Nothing is in these conditions. One of the top, 3 of the bottom. It's why I like the under in this one, because the wind is just nuts. It's going to be hard to throw in this. Locking in motion. Gino, they're going to send 4. Middle of the field, that's caught by the backup tight end, Michael Mayer. Gain of 11, down to the 13. An actual good run play for the Raiders. Crazy. Raiders used a lot of tight ends last week against the Jaguars. Mayer had 3 catches on 7 targets. They targeted the tight ends 20 out of 39 times last week. Excuse me, 21 out of 39 if you count Ian Thomas. So more than half the targets that Gino had last week came to the tight ends. Toss to Genty. Gets a good block in the second level to the 10, and we brought down at the 6-yard line. It's a beautiful block there by Brock Bowers to allow him to get 7 yards on that one. When I think of Lucan triple-double, he's a darn good player. Makes the Mavericks just look stupider with each passing day. You know, it's still something to struggle with. I wouldn't think you ever get over that. Yeah, I'm glad to be finally got arrested, thank God. About time. But Brock Bowers with a beautiful block down by the second level, allowing Genty to turn a gain of 2 into a gain of about 6. You can go for it every time with the swing? Yeah. I might consider it. I definitely might consider it. 2nd down, Tucker in motion. To the bottom of the screen, to the bottom, 1 at the top. Play action. Gino looking the flat. Mayer wide open. One-handed grab. Not the best throw, but Mayer corrals it with one hand. Brought down by Greenlaw at the 5-yard line. Brings up 3rd down. Genty runs stuff. I mean, people are going to look at the numbers and be like, he's a disappointment. He's not. He plays well when he gets space. Problem is that the Raiders' blocking is atrocious, and he's always brought down behind the line of scrimmage. There's always tackle behind the line of scrimmage, I should say. Like, he's got more yards after contact this year than yards. Like, total yards. Brock Purdy, though, yeah. Brock Purdy seems like a really nice guy. Like, just a really easy to root for guy. 3rd and 2, yeah, I saw they lost last night. Was it Alvarado with the shot? To the bottom of the screen, Gino. Clock's at 0. Do they get it off? They're going to say they do, and Genty's in the end zone for a touchdown. Ashton Genty in the end zone. No flags on the field for delay of game. And the clock was at 0 for quite some time on that one. But for Ashton Genty, he gets in for his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Again, they do give you some leeway in terms of the play clock and the game clock. But that clock was at 0 for quite some time. At least a whole second. Either way, Genty gets it. They're going to try the extra point. Harvey, I think, is perfectly rated. No flag is good to me, too. Risky to try the extra point in this win, but that one is good. 7-0. Yeah, the NFL really should have a buzzer system with the play clock. Go back to these unions for good. I'm with you on that. It should be challengeable. I'm with you. It's objective. So I'm going to arrest Antonio Brown. Phillies picked up his option. Not surprised with that. Not surprised. Max tries to stay with the Raiders? I do. Yes, I do. And no delay of game. Take advantage of the short field. I got the bot, don't worry. I got the bot. So Chiefs him physically hurts to root for the Raiders, but yeah, you kind of have to at this point. You kind of have to. Yeah, if Alvarado plays well, him as the holder, and then, or set man, and then around closer, yeah. Right, bad field position, yeah. Really bad field position. The problem was a swing to Mostert. That was the problem. Yeah, I don't want to speculate, but it wouldn't shock me. Obviously, that's got losing a family member like that, especially if you're close to him or her. It hurts. You know, the crazy Thursday game like that once could very well be. USF is in the red zone. Yeah, 21-10, and this one, if they make it a 3-score game, it's going to be very hard for UTSA to come back from. Yeah, that's a touchdown for the Bulls. 27-10. Right, no, it didn't help. Yeah, did not help. I'm worried for Dak at this point because Dak is very open about mental health issues, and he's a huge proponent for that. And to see one of his own teammates take his life, I'm scared for Dak at this point. I hope he's doing okay because that just it sucks for everyone, but especially for a guy like Dak, who's captain of the team and has been such an advocate for a while about mental health issues. It just. First time I've ever said, let's go Raiders. Yep. I think a lot of people are rooting for the Raiders tonight if you are a fan of an AFC team that is in the playoff push. Every highly paid elite pass rusher is on a bad defense. I mean, Nick Benito, I would consider elite at this point. I would consider Nick Benito elite. That defense is pretty good. Yeah, I know someone in Dak's family, yeah. I know someone in his family. Yeah, absolutely, my man. Absolutely. Kickoff fielded at the goal line, taken out to the 5, 10, 15, 20, and trucked immediately at the 20-yard line. Nowhere to go. Great tackle there by Cody Lindenberg, the 7th-round pick for the Raiders. Broncos starting at the 20-yard line. The gas station's close to me from best to worst. Circle K is the worst. I will never go to the Circle K by me because it is a... Basically, there's a 75% chance someone's going to come up to you at that gas station. So I just go to the Quick Trip at this point. Those are really the two around Phoenix. To the top, on the bottom. Back to his left. Nix out route. That's a high throw. Did he get the second foot in? They're going to say he did. Gain of 6. Cortland Sutton gets that second foot inbounds. First throw of the game for the Broncos. Makes it second and medium. Cowboys trade for Williams. I think it's a bad trade. Good trade for the Jets. Really bad trade for the a lowest press run since 2018. Minimum 250 targets. I have no idea. I have no clue. I would guess on that one. I would guess Sertan. But Quinn Williams, I just don't get the logic by the Cowboys. You trade 2 picks, or you trade Parsons for 2 first-round picks, then you give those picks right back up for Quinn Williams. I mean, technically a pick swap. Fakes the check down to his back over the middle of the field and brought down at the 16-yard line. Adam Butler. The Raiders could not get home last week against the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence barely pressured, only took 1 sack that game, but Bo Nix goes down on his second dropback of the day. Michaels, he's not what he used to be. There are some times where he's still fine, I guess, but there's still some times where he's very unenthusiastic and he gets some stuff wrong. Max tries to be a record, but the defense is still awful. Yeah, secondary is important. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, therapy helps. Therapy definitely helps. I've never had pizza QT. 2 at the top, 1 the bomb, back to his left. They're going to send 5. Next, sidearm tipped and incomplete. Back-to-back 3-and-outs for the Broncos. Evan Ingram, the former Jaguar, the intended target on the play. And it's a quick 3-and-out. The Broncos, 5 yards of offense, their first 2 drives. Only 5 quarterbacks throw 20 total touchdowns. Nix is one of them. I'm assuming... yeah, the ball got tipped, yeah. He was never good at the first setting on that one. I'm assuming Bryce Young's another one. The punt here by Crawshaw. Only a 31-yard punt last time. This one, a lot better, but not the best. Fielded at the 32-yard line, some space to work with. Brought down to 43. Raiders, good field position, but there was a flag on the play. I mean, one of these games could be. Could be. Right, I would say the trade would be better if not for the context of being a 10th player replaced by Parsons. Done with the picks acquired in the trade. Also the fact you're 3-5-1. J.C. Jackson, really? Because he sucked with the Chargers. Holding on the Raiders on the return. So, they will knock at the ball near midfield. Raiders should take over around the 25-yard line. Is Bo Nix the guy? I mean, I don't think he's not the guy, if that makes sense. I could see him having a Trevor Lawrence type of career. I could definitely see him having a Trevor kind of career where he's good. I'm not sure it'd be great, but he's good. So ball the 25 when we get back, or roughly. We got a bear hug there. We got a bear hug. Penalty on the Raiders, their second of the day. Raiders will have a 25 when we get back. Up 7-0. A bit of a surprising result this far on a windy day. You never know what it's going to be like on the windy day. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribing on the song for $25 is Long Train Run, and $50 to answer I want to a karaoke tonight. Yeah, absolutely, David. Absolutely. And again, every donation counts. Triple to where you make the call. How many to which game we're calling tomorrow night. As things stand, it's Houston UCF. Will be live tomorrow as well for the for the MIT game against Harvard. We are doing the Battle of the Nerds. MIT Harvard college basketball, 5 o'clock Eastern time. Probably the only one streaming that game, so make sure you were here for that. Should be fun. Trey White, Milano, Surtain wouldn't surprise me. No, I had Surtain. Trey White would not surprise me. Milano would. Yes. Very good linebacker, but he would surprise me. No, yeah, Knicks is worth it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Which Seahawks can play Lockett against the Vikings or Baldwin against the Cardinals? I'm going Lockett against the Vikings. Trap game for the Broncos? Could be. Adoree Jackson, 5th among cornerbacks at tight window throw? That surprises me. Yeah, he can't tackle. That's the problem. He cannot tackle. But can I take care of a Wednesday Subway's 17th birthday yesterday? Loves hugs. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Bryce ever get the best try in the class rather than Caleb? So far, at least, yeah. But it doesn't have to be the best guy in the class, seeing as the Broncos didn't draft him top 3. You don't expect him to be the best guy in the class. Spare quarterback in Arizona? I think you're right on that one. The offense runs better. He stays on schedule. Harrison looks better with him than Murray. That's not a coincidence. Brissett stays on schedule. Now, my concern with Brissett is that when the pocket collapses, he's a dead duck. Murray at least can escape. When the pocket collapses, Brissett, he's a dead duck. So if you have a team where you can get home, he's not going to beat you with his legs. At 4 quarters this, the Broncos will be 0-9. Where's the run tackling in the coverage? He was really bad with the Chargers at everything. Like, he was atrocious. It was one of the worst contracts in NFL history. Right, absolutely, David. Yep. I have some people like that in my life, too, which is great. A ball on the 22-yard line, so the Broncos flip the field after that punt and the holding penalty. Gino hands off to Genty up the middle, and will bounce outside to the 25, cuts back into the 30, and brought down to 32. That's a first down, but we stick it down the play by Hufanga. Everyone's better with Brissett. It does. A lot better with Brissett. He stays on schedule. Yeah, that's an understatement. Yep. Knicks to get more talented Flacco. I could definitely say that. I get that comparison. How about I think Cowboys going to be down? I mean, I don't think this changes anything. I hope it doesn't, at least. I mean, I think they're bad regardless. Livestream raise away for some mental health. I have to do some research on charities for that. First down, they're going to send 4. Genty screen pass. That ball's caught. Gets 1 block to the outside. He'll get 6. Nice block on the play by Jackson Powers-Johnson. So Genty could bounce outside. Again, Genty, 5 catches, 47 yards last week against the Jaguars, including a touchdown in the 4th quarter. Yeah, Genty's really good. Problem is that the offensive line for the Raiders is not good. So people are like, oh, he's not doing anything this year. Yeah, because he's got more yards after contact this year than yards total. Because he's getting tackled and touched behind the line. How's it going, down 1 million? Feels like a trap game. Yeah, this is not good right now for the Broncos. I formation here. Tucker. Fake the jet sweep. Toss out to Genty. Cuts up the middle. First down and then some. Genty to the 45-50. He could go. 45-40. 35. There was a flag on the play. Came in the second level after he got the first. So a flag flies from the secondary. It was after Genty broke free. So we'll see if it's enough for the first with the hold. It will not be a first. Jack Beck, the 2nd round pick out of TCU, getting an increased role, which Jacoby Myers now traded to Jacksonville. He gets called for the hold in the 2nd level. Not sure where the hold came from. Referee was hesitant to decide whether it was first or second. So you figure it's going to be second and short. Let's see where the hold came. The hold came at the 41-yard line. Yeah, he's got a whole host of jerseys there. He's grabbing the nameplate. Easy call there. Chris Abrams-Drain, the former Missouri corner. It's the man who got mugged on that one. Didn't need to do that, too. Did not need to do that. You know, Gorsu's a nice guy, from what I could tell. Do we think we throw around the term bust a lot? I think so, yeah. I definitely think so. I have people saying Trevor's a bust. I'm like, he does not fit the definition of a bust. You could say underachieving, but I wouldn't say bust. Royce O'Neal or Jason Hooter put it powerful. I like O'Neal. I like O'Neal. So 2nd and 12. And that's a bad penalty, too. You had a nice game there. Didn't even need to do it. He was free by that point. He was away from the play. Did not need to do it. So back it up to around, we'll say the, was it about the 28-yard line? Yeah, blatant totally unnecessary. Yep. Did not need to do it. Twitch was behind. Oh, wow. Yeah, like, Prime is like the one, Thursday football games are like the one time I'm actually on pace with you guys, or I'm a bit ahead. Right, if he was a bust, he wouldn't be a Jaguar anymore. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like people throw the term around for bust, and like there's sometimes where it's definitely warranted. I don't think anyone's disagreeing that Zach Wilson wasn't a bust or Trey Lance wasn't a bust, but you can be an underachiever. It's not. I think we live in a world that's very black and white right now. I think part of the problem with a lot of discourse in pretty much everything, but it's very black or white. There's no gray area. Like you can never be like, you know what? It's in the middle. It's okay. Right, maybe the Chargers could help. They could, yeah. Johnny Manziel, biggest bust. Did he get drafted number 1 overall? No, Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf was a bigger bust than Johnny Manziel. Manziel was in the 20s. Leaf was a really big bust. Whereas winning Broncos are feeble, Eagles rare Super Bowl. If you want to increase the bet, I will. You put 20 on it. If you want to increase it, I will definitely do that. Quarterback ever been called for holding? Yes. Yeah, it can happen. Gilmore, I'm not surprised by that. Yeah, 13 plays, 35 points. They are a train right now. 35-10. Right, no, he's not. Right, he's not even close to the worst quarterback in the league. Right. Rip gray area. Yep. It's fun ball lesson. Like, you're allowed to be in that middle zone. That's fine. You're allowed to not be a bust nor like a home run pick. Right, didn't get drafted number 1 overall. Yeah, no, Leaf did not get drafted number 1 overall. Leaf was the second quarterback off the board. Peyton Manning was number 1. You get 18 fantasy basketball in a 13 last game. I think O'Neal could do it. Where the culture taking Leaf, can't believe people said that. Yeah, just attitude-wise, it never would have made sense. People are very black and white right now. Yes. You know, a lot of stuff, but it's part of the discourse nowadays. It's like, keep the $20 Rares make Super Bowl, additional $5 if they make the Super Bowl, and if they don't, I give $5 back from the 20 if they make. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Homemade Chipotle, black bean chili. Ooh, that would not sit well in my stomach, but that sounds good. Buda Baker? I'm surprised Buda Baker's in the top 5. Marco Wilson doesn't shock me. He sucked at Florida. Right, a lot more Mets than busts and homers. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like Blake Bortles. Like, not a bust, not a great pick, not a bust. It's meh. You're allowed to be meh. That's like very normal for stuff to be just completely meh. All right. 67% around with the Broncos. They called some red flags during the interviews. They did. I wish they didn't. They send 4. Gino stepping up. Out route. Incomplete. Looking for Bowers, who's no catches today thus far. Just touch Chipotle flavor. Oh, that makes sense. You got John Accardia. That's like a special case. That's like, I don't know. Because he was very talented. And obviously injuries destroyed his career. Yeah, so far they're going to beat the yeah. Talking about coming out Baja Blast Pie. Man, that would not sit well in my stomach. But Joe looks hesitant. Yeah, no, he has looked hesitant all season. Also, the wind is pretty bad. Yeah, Mark Wilson, the shoe guy. Yep. Yeah. Like Wadsworth, yeah. Shin was back. Yeah, very bad at coverage. One of the top 2 of the bomb back to his left. They're going to send 4. Gino pressured, sacked. And man, that hole by Beck really set him back. Second sack today for Denver. Nick Bonito and John Franklin Myers in on the stop. Watch them first down the play, or they could get sacked and lose 8 yards. Nick Bonito coming off the edge on DJ Glaze. I'm going to take a wild guess and say Bonito on Glaze. I think Bonito is winning that battle more often than not. Just signed a massive extension, and he has been balling for the Broncos this season. His 9th, or maybe 8.5 sack of the season. Either way, he leads the team in sacks. There was an injured player for the Raiders meanwhile. It's also like one of the big men. Is that JPJ? Oh, no, that JP. Oh, that JPJ. Yeah, he got hurt. Was Franklin Myers brought him down. So half a sack for Franklin Myers, half a sack for Panu. He's 8.5 on the season. Right, we just get sacked again. Yep. Yeah, it feels. Yeah, Belcher. Yeah, that was tragic. That was tragic. Yeah, exactly, Jonathan. So we take a timeout. 2 sacks today already for Geno Smith. Jaguars got home quite a few times last week. 2 sacks by Josh Hines-Allen last week. The Broncos, 40 sacks entering this game. Statistically speaking, they were on pace. Sack shouldn't count if it's not Geno. Well, that one I don't think was entirely on Geno. The first one was. The second one, not so much. 42 sacks now for the Broncos this season. They enter this game well in front. Well, that's the one with something. I don't do spice well. So for some perspective, the number 1 team in sacks this season, excluding the Broncos, is the Lions. 28 sacks this season. The Broncos have 42. This is an offensive line that is just dominant right now. 88 quarterback hits entering this game, by far the highest total in football. They're picking up right where they left off this one. Mount Rushmore Soups? I don't like Soup. I really don't like Soup. Trevor's more comfortable in this offense? Yes, he is. Yeah, he was going off when it got real. I gotta give him a lot of credit. When the offense does not shoot itself in the foot with drop passes and illegal motions and illegal shifts and all that, like, they can play. Bob Bless, yeah, would not sit well with something. No, it would not. It would not sit well. But Trevor did not play a horrible second half in overtime last week. He did not. About pressures, I don't know if I can find pressures. It's because the Jags are last in sacks, but let me see if I can find pressures. Broncos are in front with 189 entering this game. They're in front. Did I do an intro? I don't know if they did. I think I said we're doing a moment of silence for Nealon. They might not have. All right, so after the injury of JPJ, 4th and 18. So watching the game delayed and there was no intro. Yeah, they usually do like 15 minutes before the game. I don't know if they did for this one. Mount Rushmore centers in the NFL? All time? Yeah, with the credits? Yeah. Of all time, Kelsey, Otto, Webster, and... oh, man. That's a muff punt. And then booted down the field. Cole muffs the punt. And then punts it out of bounds. Not the best punt. Cole got inside it too. So I got some pressure Buccaneers. Probably muffed. Well, it was muffed by the Raiders. I don't think that was what you expected. But it's muffed by Cole. Tough to snap in these conditions. Broncos going to get a pretty good field position. Yeah, wrong team. B.O. Burns and Garrett? Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Saturday? No, not just Saturday. I would say Dwight Stevenson. And JPJ getting carted off. And now that puck already dropped it. I reverse jinx. Ball to 33. Nixon the pistol, soloing for their first down of the game. He's being carted off. Oh, Chuck Bernard. That's a good pick too, yeah. Low throw, and that is bobbled. And did Harvey make the grab? They're going to say... I don't think he did, but there was a flag on the play. Wind force seems to run the ball. I'm going to say fact. Weather, very windy. Yeah, I was sort of thinking like post-merger era, but yeah, Chuck's a very good pick. It's a flag on the play, holding on the offense to back it up 10 yards, and now it's first down the 23-yard line. The Broncos have negative yards today, 15 minutes in. They're going to get that one on Mercedes Lewis. Yes, you heard that right. Mercedes Lewis getting called for the hold. 41 years old. Was drafted by the Jaguars in the first round back in 2006. Called up from the practice squad for his blocking ability, but not on display there. That is Mercedes Lewis. The Mercedes Lewis with the bear hug. 1st and 20. Zach Martin, Mount Rushmore offensive lineman? No, but he's awfully good. Hand off to the side, and they'll get a couple. R.J. Harvey, the second-round pick, out of UCF. He'll get about 4, 2nd and 16. The Broncos score graphics shooting a laser. Yes. Yes, it is. They're going back to their graphics from the 70s and 80s. They don't put a floor wheel on Crosby? Yeah. Well, you can't put Troutman on Crosby. You can't do that. Feel like Dokes from Dexter about the Broncos? Yeah. Yeah, 20 seasons in the NFL. Charles Barkley opened a steakhouse. I could see that doing pretty well. 2nd and 16. 3 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Back to his left. Knicks, they're sending 4. Second read. Hitch and almost intercepted. Horrible throw. Looking for Cortland Sutton. That throw just got away from him. And fortunate that Kelly did not pick that ball off. 3rd and 16. Yeah, tight end. It's insane. Yeah, being bear hugged by Lilburn Bear would not be great. You have about 20 yards to go. You have the alternative is that. Where Bo Nix just almost throws a pick because he overthrows Cortland Sutton by about 15 yards on a curl route. Nix, that ball's caught the 40. Nice comeback right there by Troy Franklin, the second-year man out of Oregon, but will be shy of the 6 by about 2 yards. Mile high music for Denver? Yes, it is. So 4th and 2, and I think in a game like this with the win, you just play the field position battle. Can't against KC? No, I get it. They're leaving the offense out there. I'm not crazy about this. They're leaving the offense on 4th and 3. Oh, I would not do this on 4th and 3. Play clock's winding down as it is. Now they're going to have to reset the clock. I play field position. With this wind, I'm playing field position. It's 4th and 3. This might just be a hard count. Yeah. 3 head nods. Call an audible. They're not actually going for it. They will not be going for it. I wouldn't. Not with this wind. I would not be going for it. Are they going to take the delay of game? Or are they going to call a timeout? The Broncos do not go for it. Just doing a hard count. They'll take the delay of game. 5-yard penalty. Back it up. They were never going for on 4th and 3. Got to go for the field goal here. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be what would it be? A 78-yard try? Broncos are booing as they should be. Just that whole sequence. No first downs for Denver today. 3 drives, 3 3-and-outs against the Raiders, who may remind you last week against the Jaguars allowed points on their final 6 drives of the game. That accomplished nothing. And the punt here is, I don't know what that was. That punt might be shanked. It was more than shanked. I don't know what that was. That was a one hopper to short out of the 28-yard line. I don't know what Crawshaw was doing there. That's his 2nd shank of the day. And that goes off the side of his foot. It went off a sock. Okay. Well, this has been... That was definitely one of the punts of all time. Try to say your 4th quarter comeback. Yes, they are. A side kick there. And the Raiders will take over the 28 when we get back. Crawshaw's having a stinker. Yeah, that was an awful kick. Can't blame him on the wind. Crawshaw had a 31-yard punt. That punt goes for about 30. Yeah, Brian Burns is really, really good. So I go for it? No, I mean, that's a shank. That's a complete shank. 4th and 3, I'm not going for it. Now you're on territory. And Darren Rizzi's special teams unit has been very, very suspect this season. That's another example. Ooh, which bear? Ooh, 05? Was it Tillman? Yeah, net of just 37, yeah. The fact that it was 37 is actually kind of impressive. 37 is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Genty, give to the side. He'll get maybe a yard. Zach Allen on some of the 30. Broncos edition partners next week. I'm going to say fact. At this rate, their special teams is not good. And Crawshaw, 6th-round pick, not getting it done. Vasher. Oh, yeah, Vasher. I remember him. Yeah, I do want to consider the 2 shanks. Yep. 2nd and 9. Gino. Nothing open. Fires to Mayer. Incomplete on the screen. Blowing up immediately. Brings up 3rd down. Dome, Flacco, and Stafford, the last 2 quarterbacks to throw 150 interceptions of their career. Fiction. I'm going to fiction on that. I would say 100% fiction on that. Trevor's at 52. I think he'll get there. Throwing possession for not a very effective offensive malpractice. Yeah, but the Raiders haven't not done anything. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his left. I'm not making it a 2-score game. I make him drive down the field. 3rd and 9. Geno. Middle of the field. That's caught. That's Bowers for the first time today into blessed territory. Pushing it down to the 38-yard line. Brock Bowers. Janae Barron on the push. Out of bounds. That's a first down. Brock Bowers finally gets something on the board. Bowers had maybe the best scheme of his career last week in that OT loss to Jacksonville. 3 touchdowns. Gets open there. It's a deep play for the Raiders. Yeah, the incomplete chat, yeah, it happens a lot. Wiley Bowers wide open? That's a great question. Krusty Burglar in Tampa? Ooh, yeah. It's a stop. He's already dead. Ball to 39. Yeah, this game has been football 40 years. Could be. Pass behind the line, incomplete. Genty on the screen. 2nd down. I think he dropped that one. Who shouted that? I don't know who shouted that. 42-10, jeez. Not the other game was much right. 16-0 in the Georgia Southern game. Second and 10. Come on with a 2. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, but look, if the punt was actually not off the side of the foot, you missed quite the game thus far. 2nd down, screen pass. Tucker makes 1-man miss and then brought down the 36. Roach on the stop, gain of 3. Deerdorf. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, man. But, hey, you don't assume the punt's going to go off the shin. On that one. You don't assume it's going to go off the shin. 4th and 1, I'm going for it. 4th and 3, no. Appreciate you, Gamana. 19 out now, George Center. It's bad. Quite the game. Quite the game in terms of, like, bizarreness. Like, it's windy. And the wind is playing a big part. That's been my quite the game. To the top, 1 the bomb, back to his right. They're going to send forward. Geno sacked twice today. Gets rid of that one. There was a flag that came by the line of scrimmage. But not exactly at the line. And so on the defense, offside on Cooper. Jonathan Cooper, the 5th-year man, getting called for that one. And I figured it's 4-down territory. Yeah, Suns Clippers about to begin. Yes, it is. Third and 2. Raiders, 2 plays to get 2 yards. We're not good in short yard situations last week against Jacksonville. Yeah, I was furious at that. I was legitimately furious at that. QB sneak on... What? With Geno? A QB sneak on 3rd and 2.5. Well, that went absolutely nowhere. 4th down. I don't hate quarterback sneaking, generally speaking. Not sure 2.5 yards away with the aging quarterback, if that's the right call. It's not like you drafted Ashton Genty in the 1st round for a reason. I'm going to go for it. I don't get that call. Anderson on the channel. Ooh, Angry Sibbin. Probably Alshire. 4th and 2, they're going for it. Play action. Look at the flat, not there. Geno hits, he throws. Across the field, caught. There are multiple flags on the field. Tucker got wide open. Multiple flags. But someone tells you this one's coming back. Might be a pick play. Might be OPI. Tucker was wide open, and I think there was a reason for that. Think that was going to accomplish anything? Probably. Why would Geno? That's a great question. Pass interference on Dante Thornton, the 4th round pick. There's a reason that Tucker was wide open. That's because that was a pick play. And yeah, that's a pick play. Kind of pushed Brandon Jones in the back on that one. Made it very, very obvious someone might not get anything. No, it's not work for the Broncos. That was literally a pick play. He pushed him in the back. What made him take money football away from ABC in 2006? Just TV contract rights. That's all. Just ABC didn't want it anymore because they wanted to air their own programming. And ESPN and ABC are owned by the same parent company. So it was more of that. That was more what it was. Suffalo are going to scorch over that. And now they're going to have to punt the ball away. I want to hear the logic on that QB sneak because that was quite the play. The punt here by Cole. Bounces out of bounds. And oh my goodness, he did it again. Wasn't that a declinable penalty? OPI? It is. It's declinable. You can decline OPI. They caught the ball. It was a touchdown. That's why. That's a beautiful punt. It bounces at the 1 and then side spins out. AJ Cole, 2 punts at the 1 yard line today. He has been putting on a clinic. And the Broncos will take over their own 1 yard line, still with no first downs to their name. Right, Bullshitman, ABC, Bullshitman, ESPN. Well, you have to remember, back in the day, ESPN was not owned by Disney. Yeah, there's Stars Video. Yep. Yeah, it is declinable. You can decline OPI. The Raiders caught the ball. If you decline the penalty, that's a touchdown for the Raiders. Your best player in the game so far? Yeah, easily AJ Cole. Yeah, we've seen some interesting punting this game. We've seen 2 punts at the 1, and then we've seen whatever the heck Crawshaw is doing. No, Cole's just that good. For the QB sake, I gotta hear the press conference because that makes no sense. They should have been both to one network. The Raiders were still good at that point. Yeah, field position's been awful so far. It has been. That position was not a smart play. QB sneak on 3rd and 2. You can't control punts like that. Yeah, I mean, AJ Cole, that's like saying you can't control spin on a golf ball. I mean, they practice that. Yeah, everything else besides special teams, yeah. A one-armed drummer or a kicker with only half a foot? I would say one-armed drummer is more impressive. By 10 people so much broadcast TV in 96, yes. So ball at the 1. Price on punts at a 90-degree angle. I mean, you can put spin on it, yeah. You can put spin on a punt. Prescott have MVP season? No. I don't think so. 2 at the top of the screen. Play action. Flat is open. Took a bit long to get there, but eventually does get some breathing room in Dobbins. It's down to about the 8-yard line. No, absolutely. It's like golf. You practice spinning. Yeah, Bears Eagles are not playing 1 o'clock Eastern. Yep, there's your reminder. Yep, with a Black Friday game. Oh, man. Broncos that call for safety to make it 9-0. I'm going to say fiction. Raiders partner surgical. Broncos partner needs surgery because they ate a whole box of crayons. Pretty much. That's the story of this game. NBC and Trev the rights for Sunday night in 98. Oh, they were losing the rights to the NFL entirely. Screen pass. That's caught, but can't escape the tackle. Looked like Franklin had space if that was a better thrown ball. Might be able to lead him a little bit and get that block. Instead, runs right into the traffic, and Stokes on the stop makes it 3rd and 2. Still no first downs thus far for the Broncos. Yeah, see if they'll change the rules. I don't like that. I like getting rid of the rouge for missed field goals, but I don't like the rest. They're playing Black Friday, yes. 3rd and 1. 2 at the top, 2 on my back to his right. Nix. Pressure. Escapes for the moment. Runs into his own end zone. Fires on the run. That is incomplete. Too far out in front. for Franklin. They'll have to punt the ball away. Well, AJ Cole's done that so many times. I got to live with the bounce of the ball. Yep. Absolutely, yep, Bobby. Absolutely on that one. And will the Broncos punt it again? Yeah, they didn't keep any NFL. They thought they were going to be fine without the NFL because they had the Olympics. Big mistake. And they had the NBA. Which the Rangers were great for the NBA. And then Jordan retired, and they kind of sucked for the NBA. But Nick's pressure escapes. Gets rid of it after being pressured by Jonah Lalu, and now Cross-shot punting in his own end zone. A quick 3-and-out. 4 straight 3-and-outs. I think so too, Rosemary. I think so too. The punt here. That one off the side of his foot. And goes out of bounds. Crawshaw is having a howler today. He cannot punt the ball. Out of bounds to the 49. Right, exactly, JP. I'm with you on that one. It was a dumb move by NBC, especially because CBS was bad with that too. Out of bounds to the 49-yard line. Just a 42-yard punt. And they're going to call a penalty on Denver. They're going to force it from the end of the kick, so the Raiders are going to start in field goal range. Bro should quit punting. This is a bad game. That's 3 shanks today. It was catchable, yeah. Not a good throw. I remember that, Mr. Evelyn. I remember that one. How about to eject the punter? Boo more. Oh, man. Oh, brother, this guy stinks, pretty much. You ever seen a highly watched lineup, and then they wish they had the NFL in the 2000s? Different those kicker throw to punt? I'm going to say fiction. But ball at the 43-yard line. So combined with the penalty, about a net of 34. It's feels like watching a game back in the 70s. They're averaging about 35 yards a punt. That one comeback route, that's caught by Tucker. If you want to watch what football was like back in the 70s, this is a pretty good indication of that. 2-0 for the first time since 2021. Wow, it took that long. Yeah, bad Thursday game in Denver. You don't say. You don't say. Jaguars, Charles, Ravens. Well, Ravens never had MJD. I mean, Raiders MJD? I would take Raiders one just because of the bicycle kick fumble. Said Shanks. Oh, this guy's Shanks. I like that. That game does feel like that. Did the game have a touchdown? I think so, yeah. Smart move for NBC to pick up the Prem? Yeah. Oh, yeah, they were on the front foot with that. Clock's at 0. And you figure delay of game, unless they reset it. How's it going, Mike? Appreciate you tuning in. Just time to bring back if yeah, at that point. I think replay assist was in on some. They're actually going to call it back. They're going to say no catch. They're going to say Tucker bobbled the ball. So 2nd down. Did not make the play. They push it back to the 43. So replay assist comes in, overrides the catch. One top, one the bottom. Jet sweep to the tight end, and that goes about as well as you'd expect. Brock Bowers loses 4. He was watching the Jags and Broncos, yeah. And then, yeah, that was a bad draft pick that he announced. Punter was MVP. Has there ever been a game? I mean, Super Bowl 53, Hecker was the best player the Rams had that day. What's called corrupted these days? I don't know. Yeah, Payton's been brutal, Bo's been brutal. I mean, everyone offense brutal so far. 3rd and 14. 2 at the top, 1 the bomb, back to his right. They got a random direct set for the kick. Yep. Yeah, completely random. Bowers in motion to the top of the screen. Western Michigan goes down. Wow, they're going to send 4. Gino, out route. Caught by Mayer. Pushed out of bounds to the 38. Decision time here. 4th and 5. It'd be a 55-yard try, but it is windy. You figure you leave the offense out there to go for it. Went for it last time and got called for OPI. This game is feeble. This game is interesting so far. Real team is destroying the Broncos right now. This is a bad game. This is like a funny bad game, though. 4th and 5. They're going for it. I'm with you on that one. I'm with you, Rosewater. It is annoying. 1 of the top 3 of the bomb back to his, especially Amazon, who's got like tons of money. Lock in motion. Hit. Sacked from the blind side. Turnover on downs. Hufanga comes in from the secondary. Third sack today for the Broncos. Hufanga comes in. They don't read the safety blitz. The Broncos sent the house. Mostert picked up the wrong guy. He had no idea who to pick up. And Hufanga with an easy sack. About as well as you expect. The Raiders have not allowed a first down today, and yet they are only up by 7. Troy Pulite, yep. Hufanga did a good job on that one. Ball at the 46, timeout on the field, 5:58 to go. The Broncos no first downs with very good field position to start this drive. The Broncos got to start the second half, yes. Yeah, Mostert, that was, whew. Good block by Mostert. Good block. Very good block by Mostert. Third sack for Denver today. League high 43rd of the season. And pretty sure I guess soon if you like what you see, hit the like, comment, subscribe. Again, every donation counts toward you make the call. How many decide which game we are calling tomorrow night? Frustrating overall watching the team play offense like pulling teeth, yeah. Yeah, the wind is not helping, but also some of these play calls are just bizarre. You know, he was starting a Super Bowl. He was good, too, that season with the Niners. They're attempting to play football and failing at it. Yeah, there's concepts of football right now, but it's not... This is what watching football back in the 60s and 70s was like. In terms of the punts, in terms of a game of field position, where the goal in the drive is just to get 40 yards, flip the field, and then hope for the best. But something good game tomorrow, fingers crossed. A flyer on Kyler Murray? I could definitely see the Raiders doing that. Harvey or Golston, what was worse? I think Harvey was worse because they traded up a lot to get him. They moved up like 5 picks. They traded the Ravens 5 picks to get Harvey. Golston was probably the worst player, but Harvey, the pick, was worse. Right, when Mr. Mostert took off. No, that season was incredible. Yeah, no, Broncos are always just sleeping in the first half. If all the money I donated to your city, just beat Denver, it's all I want to return. Oh, man. How's it going? Very appreciate you tuning in for this game, whatever this game is right now. It is a game. Or at least it's close, yes. Fox's rights to La Liga or Bundesliga, please no. They were terrible with the rights to the Champions League. I don't want to get the rights to any more soccer. The less soccer on Fox, the better. Yeah, the Broncos have no first downs today. And Gio not happy about right now, and nor should he be. I mean, he was left out to dry on that one. Ball to 47. Yeah, I don't know the score of that game. That definitely sounds more exciting. One on the top, one on the bottom. Head up the middle. Bouncing outside. No first downs today for the Broncos. They finally get one. J.K. Dobbins. Pushed out by Devin White at the 40-yard line. Gain of 13, and they're in plus territory. Yeah, this would not be a good win, yeah. As things stand. It's a Christmas miracle, Charlie Brown. The Broncos get a first down after 25 minutes of trying. One sport of South Fox and broadcasting again, soccer. Their World Cup coverage is a joke. Their soccer coverage in general is just a joke. I love it, baseball. I love their baseball coverage. I formation, everyone bunched inside. Tight end in motion is Troutman. They're going to hand it off once again. Dobbins, spin move. To get to the line, there is a flag on the play. Might be illegal strip, might be a guy going forward. And it is. Actually, going to get holding on Troutman. It's had a rough day so far. He's allowed a sack. Let's go for holding and move it back to midfield. Bundesliga Liga trapped on ESPN Plus. Yeah, but at least, believe me, you don't want to see Fox get soccer. You don't want to see it. 7 men walk on the sideline. Count 8 creeps. So they get one first down, and then they go backwards immediately. Buck Bear, baseball or football? I would say football. Your Jets, a 1-year contract? Potentially. One at the top, 2 at the bottom. First and 20. Harvey to his right. They're going to send 4. Nix, scrambling, pump fake. Now dumps it down to Harvey. Bit too late on that dump off. It's only 2 yards. Thrown down immediately after the grab by Jamal Adams, reuniting with Pete Carroll. Remember, Pete Carroll is part of that staff that traded away multiple first-round picks to the Jets in exchange for Adams, now reuniting in Vegas. No, he wasn't bad at baseball. No, I like him on Football Bear, though. Yeah, FA Cup on ESPN +2. CBS would be good, yeah. CBS would be a very good spot for that. ESPN Circle also, they got better. ESPN, I will say, their World Cup coverage in 2014 was pretty good. CBS is probably the best. Fox is the absolute worst. One at the top, 2 at the bottom, back to his left. They're going to send 4. Nix has space. He's going to take off and throw on the run. That's caught. Open to the 25, 20, 15, 10. Pushed out of bounds at the 5-yard line. It's Pat Bryant on the grab, the 3rd-round pick out of Illinois. Longest play of the day, gain of 43 and a first down for the Broncos. Pat Bryant, just his 10th grab of the season. It's his longest one of his NFL career thus far. A nice job by Nix. Stepping up. Baiting the linebacker with his eyes. To then find a wide open Franklin. How's this team winning? Field position. No, ESPN's better than Fox. I mean, now they're not because they sold off, they got rid of everyone. But they used to be. 2014 World Cup coverage was pretty good. Best broadcaster of sports, I would say NBC. Swings it out. Actually, I don't know. CBS and NBC are both pretty good. Harvey, loss of 1, pushed out by White. 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line. Fans were irritable on Thursdays. I think it's more just happens week in and week out. I think that's part of why it is. Also, we've been starting football for a while. Thursday night games have usually not been that great, quality-wise. No, not right. I'm talking like, right. No, lately it's not good. I don't disagree. Lately it's not been good. ESPN soccer coverage lately it's not been good. But if you like invested the resources, they could do a good job. That they did with the World Cup in 2014. They used to be good. 2nd and goal. They send 4. Nix. Stepping up, fires on the run. That is caught. Into the end zone on the angle route. Touchdown. We're an extra point away from being all tied up. It is Troy Franklin coming to your house to get the Broncos on the board for the first time today. How's it going, RFK? You have all my net worth on Germany winning the World Cup. Yep. That's in the Singapore family. ESPN or Fox World coverage? Oh, easily. ESPN. In 2014, their coverage was really, really good. I'm saying ESPN has shown flashes of being good at soccer. Fox has shown nothing to show they're competent at soccer. Landon Donovan is really bad as a color commentator. Tackle the second serve before 7 when he's done and goes to the most recent part of the live stream. I would love that. Over 2, they're going to try the extra point, tie it up with this wind, and the decision is a good one. We're all tied at 7. Troy Franklin Myers. 7-all, 2:41 to go. Bo Nix to Franklin. Franklin had 4 catches for 27 yards last week in that walk-off win against the Texans. For Bo Nix, his 18th touchdown pass this season. Franklin, a team-high 5 receiving touchdowns. Broncos, Rocky Mountain High. Last comment. Padres trying to justify the Craig Semin hire. I am surprised by that hire. He talks polls for 9.5 hours. You don't get him. I'm surprised. You get the guy in house. That makes no sense. With a win, I would go for 2. As long as he can make the field goal. Is Rocky Mountain High? Yes, it is. World Cup rights go over to ESPN, CBS, or NBC. NBC would be ideal. Yeah, by John Denver. Yep. Rocky Mountain High by John Denver is the song. Autumn win for the Raiders. Rocky Mountain High for the Broncos. LSU 91-13 on Southeast Louisiana. God, the parity in these guarantee games in women's basketball sucks. 7-all your score. And the Broncos get to start the half. So you get to stop here. Is more than justified for taking the win under the current rules? 100%. When the Texans lose, I love life when they lose. I'm so happy. Absolutely. Under the current rules, he is more than justified. Jaguars will probably be Sweet Home Alabama. Or their actual touchdown song. Probably that. My Broncos got to start the second half. So you got to get a stop here, but not a good kick. Into the end zone for a touchback at the 35-yard line. Oh, I'm convinced. Just to make the Ojo joke, I'm 100% convinced. These are built on pop culture references. Yeah, Bad Parrot in general, yep. We got to debut a new song in a couple weeks. We do. I have to decide what the Panther song is going to be. I have to figure it out. Because I have to compose it. I haven't composed a song in a while for one of these. right, ball to 35 for the Raiders. Franklin, 11 points so far. Yeah, good game for him. Good game. Luxury punt. Yeah, at this point, you can't go with Crawshaw at this point. Yeah, jersey numbers are prime for prime numbers. Yep. NBC to get World Cup rights, get the rights to pretty much everything else. Gino steps up, tries before the sack, cannot. Tries to take off and run. He'll get nothing. Malcolm Roach. Acting like a cockroach on that one in Gino's side. 4th sack already. For him at Pennywise. Ooh. 4 sacks. Gino taking a beating. Nothing there as he tries to go up the middle of the field. 2nd and 12. And both teams all their timeouts. You know, it makes sense. I mean, they have Leonard Skinner. And timeout Broncos. They call the timeout right away. They really want to maximize their chance to get the ball back. Just with the Charles White quarterbacks, does feel that way, yeah. Heads Carolina, tails California. I was thinking that. I was thinking something like that. Right, anything by Skinner, yeah. I mean, they play Sweet Home Alabama after Jaguar wins, so that'll probably be our song. 2nd and 12. Losing JPJ really hurt this team. Handoff up the gut. Genty. He'll get 3. I'm making a new song. I've never done a Panthers game. That's why. I've never done the Panthers. And the Broncos will burn their 2nd timeout. Usually you don't see the 7th until the -7 morning. The Broncos are going to take it on the plus side. FLI broke the news. I did not see how they broke the news of the passing away of Nealand. I did not see how they broke it. They didn't see anything on Twitter about it, so I'm assuming they broke it in a classy way. Jersey doing a farewell tour? Yeah, it's time. I saw them live when they played with Def Leppard. It's time, unfortunately. The vocals are just not there anymore for the new guy. Who's it, Aranda? He's been for like 17, 18 years at this point. Yeah, he's fallen off a little bit. It's the right call. 3 at the top, 1 bomb back to his right. In motion is locked to the top of the screen. They're going to throw. They'll send 5. Gino, 4 sacks. Make it 5. Make it 5. The Broncos will not take a timeout. They'll let it go to the 2-minute warning. 5 sacks. Yeah, Orlovsky's professional in most of what he does. Joseph has a chance? No. I think he's better off as a DC than a head coach. You see Perry for the farewell tour? That'd be cool. I would see them. Panthers the only team I've never called? No, there have been a few. There's like 2 or 3 I've never called. Don't they have the Titans one? 5 sacks for the Broncos in that first half. 45 on the season. 17 ahead of 2nd place. And we'll have a timeout left, and they'll be on the ball with a chance to double dip. Play pick it at this point. Yeah, Gino's not doing anything. Gino's not doing anything. Gino playing the UFL before the decade's over? I don't know about that. I don't think he would have any reason to play in the UFL. Yusuf inquired the injuries not anymore. Yeah, this is not good right now. Right, he sorely missed this quarter. You are not kidding there. Denver defense is cooking tonight. Let me take subs only mode off. It's Skinner. I mean, Skinner's incredible. Larry Skinner's got some absolute bangers. Jacksonville zone. 7 all your score. Broncos will get it back. And they have a chance to double dip here. Again, appreciate all you guys tuning in again. Every donation counts triple toward you make the call. Help me decide which game we are calling. 10 points might be enough for the Broncos. It could be. Absolutely could be at this rate with the way their D-line is playing. They got a top 5 defense in just about every single metric. 4th in points allowed. 3rd in yards allowed. 4th in yards per carry allowed. And yeah, they're showing it off today. So what happens when a good, healthy defense goes up against the Raiders? We're wondering if Gino was maybe turning around for last week, even though it was a lot of swing passes and passes to Bowers. And yeah, they have not turned the corner. Sense of flag on the vids? Oh. I can see why, yeah. Listen to the game while watching the Gators game to see Boogie's first game as a Gator. Ooh. Yeah, I do not have that game on right now against UNF, but I'm excited to see how Boogie does. It was very good last season with Arkansas. The Walmart Generals only beat teams with a losing record. You can only play who's in front of you. And Broncos are doing a pretty good job. Jackson was banged up, but the offense scored 30 last week. Yeah. 11-20 when healthy would have been embarrassing. Yeah. The entire team was banged up. Yeah, neither Leonard nor Hart playing against the Suns. Load management has got it insane in the NBA. That's why we have the NBA Cup. We shouldn't need it, but that's why we have it. The Lions at 28, they're second. Broncos at 45. The gap between them and everyone else, why does women still have a job? I don't know. Chris Thompson, because they have no standards. The punt here, field the 28-yard line, and running out of real estate will get nothing on play. Maybe loses a yard. Broncos have a timeout to work with. About 46 yards of net on that punt. Broncos finished with 73 sacks. I'm going to say fiction. But it's going to be awfully close. They're going to finish top 3 all-time in sacks. Least favorite Jags player currently, Antonio Johnson. All-time, Chris Clemens, Matt Turk, Rashad Green, Michael Matt Turk. You're not wrong on that one, Friendswood. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his right. Knicks. They're going to send 4. Has the swing pass open. It's bobbled and incomplete. That was the right read. But Tyler Batty cannot hold on to the ball. A bad play by Batty. Brings up second down. Again, a chance to double dip here. Raiders have all the timeouts if they want to get the ball back, and the Broncos can't do anything on this drive. Have the block available, too, for Franklin. Let's get a nice game, but Batty's got to hold on to that one. Cast returns here. Nice. Second down. 3 at the top, 1 bomb back to his left. They're going to send 4. Out route. Caught at the 33-yard line by Franklin. Or, excuse me, not by Franklin, but rather Evan Ingram. His first of the day. They go quick to the line. 1 at the top, 2 at the bottom. They'll take the snap quickly. They're going to send 4. Nix off his back foot, middle of the field. That's caught at the 45, down to the 47. Pat Bryant, once again, second of the day, but there is a flag on the play. Raiders want a push-off. Bryant's insisting that was a first down. What's the call here? Best big South player of all time, Chris Clemens. Easily Chris Clemens. 3,000 points in his career. Pass interference on the offense. So both teams getting called for OPI today. And now... Group safe play continues tomorrow, yes. Brian Keller Oja, who's nicer? Oh, boy. Probably OJ, actually. Probably OJ. Jags legend never Ingram. Yep, we don't win in 22 without him. And they get the push-off on Bryant. And now you got 3rd and long. Raiders have all their timeouts. You don't get this first. Raiders can get the ball back. Knicks will take it. They're going to send 4. Knicks stepping up, avoids the sack, fires on the run. That is a sliding grab by Sutton at the 39-yard line, caught. Before he's touched down by Jeremy Chin, the former Panther safety. I'll get 15 and a first. That wasn't a hold. That was OPI. That was not a hold. 3 at the top, 1 bomb back to his left. They got 4 on the line. And the tackle moves. Easy false start call there. I mean, Garrett Bowles was absolutely moving. What did Chris Clemens do, if anything? He was a bad player. He also missed practice a ton for just personal reasons. He accused people of being racist when they were not at all. Like, he was just a bad person. He took advantage of the contract he got. False start. Also, Aaron Ross is another one, too. That one of my all-time least favorite. McGlinchey getting called for that one. Garrett Bowles also moved. 1st and 15 now. The clock was running. Got some cha-cha-cha. So it will be a 10-second off. Yeah, there was the flinch by McGlinchey. And then Bowles moved 3 steps after that. So 10-second runoff down to the 48. Broncos do not call a timeout. The clock will run. Knicks takes it. They send 4. Knicks has time. Sideline shot. Overthrown. That's a great play by Franklin. Troy Franklin made one of the best plays you'll see today that does not appear on the stat sheet. That ball was getting picked off. That ball was so bad by Nix. That was 100% getting picked off. But Franklin just sticks a hand out there to bat it down. Plays defense. That saves a pick. Yeah, this team, it's not good right now. It's not good. It must be a nostalgic moment right now. St. Bulls and Pistons. And NBC. NFL player having the worst, most disappointing year so far. Quincy Williams, I'd say, is definitely one of the options. He went from a very good linebacker now being benched. Second 15, they're going to send 5. Nix, pressured, fires a deep shot on the run to the middle of the field, double coverage, and that is intercepted. At the 15, was not touched down, breaks one tackle from Franklin to the 30. He's got space to the 35 and then brought down to the 36-yard line. A nice return there. Eventually brought down by Pat Bryant, but Bo Nix gets picked off, and the Raiders will take over. Just as I was like, Nix almost threw a pick the last play, he throws a pick there. You know, Adam Silver soda touch. Adam Silver, Glenn, who's on a higher seat, I would say Silver right now, just because the FBI getting involved puts you in the #1 spot. Bo picks on that one. That's a bad overthrow. Pressured by Tyree Wilson, the third-year man for a first-round pick. Nix, his 7th interception of the season. Now the Raiders have it at the 36-yard line. A chance for them to get into range. With all of their timeouts. It's been a weird first half. Chance to warm it up. Not yet. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Gino, they're going to send 4. Has time. Deep shot. Has a step. That is dropped. Had the fly route. That was dropped. Dante Thornton had a bit of a howler today. I called for a penalty earlier. Had that in his hands. Not a bad throw by Gino at all. Yeah, Wilson was top 10 pick. Yep. And he just can't track the ball. It's not the worst of where I have a pick down field and field goal range. It's not the worst, but it was first down. Such a dumb game, yeah. Campbell has been bad since, like, 22. That's why I was very happy we traded him away. You want to like with Tim Cook, yeah. Second down, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Play clock at 0. They're going to have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left. Oh, man. What is... This game is so bad. This game is so bad. We're all tied at 7. I don't know how. Why is game? Yeah. How is Gamora? Why is Gamora? Denver's trying to lose. Las Vegas doesn't know how to win anyways. This is kind of makes you question your sanity. You're not wrong on that one, Hip Clip. You were not wrong on that one. Version all win is too shabby. Yeah, no, that was a tough one to do with the marching band. Because you gotta do marching band. So the NBA for the commercial saying every player on the team wants to win the cup? I probably can, yeah. This game is on all the drugs early, yep. Second down. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, back to his left. Gino takes it. They're going to send 4. Pump fake. Pressured. Off his back foot. Out route. Caught at the 42, and Lockett steps out of bounds at the 44. Stops the clock. Gain of 8, 3rd and 2. Yeah, this is an 8th man violation, yep. Right, it does help they're behind the schedule. That does not help. Right, he's maybe a punching bag, but also he's made some decisions that are not part of the owners. 5 nickel for every time the Raiders played horribly in primetime this year against a divisional team. 2 nickels isn't a lot, but it is weird that it's happened twice. Sure it's not Texans Seahawks 2.0? Not yet. Not yet. It's only going to get worse with private equity. It's only going to get worse. 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom. So Lockett goes to the bottom of the screen. Kentucky-Louisville on Tuesday. Ooh, I think Kentucky by a hair. It's going to be a very good game. Gino pressured. 5 sacks today. Shovel pass. That is caught by Genty. And then he fumbles out of bounds. Clock is running, and yeah, at this point, let us go into the half with Broncos getting the ball to start the second half. That was definitely a game, a first half. The streets will be forgetting that one if they can. First of all, the Broncos skip for the Shanahan era. So 7-all. I mean, we're all losers watching this game right now, but I'll put a poll. Who do you think wins this one? This is going to be like a 4-point game, I think so. It's going to be Chris Myers to compete? Yeah. Sports right now with private equity. That's getting worse. Broncos put off the field. Yeah, I would want my money back for that one. I would want my money back after watching that display. At the end of the first half, dumb decision? No, the QB sneak might get a dumb decision. Gary Bettman or more accurately parody counterpart Harry Buttman. I love Harry Buttman. Streets have already forgotten this game. Oh, man. Not favorably scheme one play before the half. Will not get the ball started the second half. Not on fourth down. No, it's with the way your offensive line's playing. Nah. 4th and 6, you can't get a Hail Mary off. You're not getting a Hail Mary off. Your offensive line's allowed 5 sacks. I'm just sticking it to the half. Yeah, I want to hear being the presser with the QB sneak. Yeah, false advertising regulation, kind of a joke. You're not wrong. Tevin Rams sound like the hero complaints. Yes. Decent game, better than I expected. Thought it'd be a blowout. Well, it's not a blowout. It's a close game, but the quality of play has been pretty bad. Watch it on Twitch and I feel robbed. Yeah. Yeah, J.C. Jackson once against the Chargers was really, really bad. How's it going, Jacob? Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, crush 3 shanks that half. Sammy Swift must have sucked. Oh, it was definitely not the best before they changed the rules in 78. People watch this? How did they do it? There wasn't a lot of parity, and they made up for it by a lot of low-scoring games that were just a punt fest. It was good New England, very good New England. You got a huge contract with the Chargers as a result. I was watching games on Twitch. I have Prime, so I watch it there. Yeah, Aaron Jordan's commercial with the Turtles. Yep. Yeah, thank God for 70 rule changes. Yep. Yeah, this is very... QB cadence? Ooh, I'm a green 90 guy. I like David Garrard, green 90. Omaha's also a classic. I'm waiting for a quarterback to take a sponsorship deal. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. I'm surprised a quarterback has not taken a sponsorship deal with a company to change the cadence to them. Like, is there any rule against that? Like, can a quarterback, if they want, sign a contract with, like, Budweiser and have their cadence be Budweiser, said Hut? Is there a rule against that? Because I honestly don't know if there is. Gabriel's forward off Broncos night. Porcano Los Dos. Yeah, Northwood. How about that? How about that? D2, D1 upset. Always fun. We might see another D1 upset tomorrow with Harvard against MIT. We'll be on the call for that one at 5 o'clock Eastern time. You have YouTube TV, and I wish this game was on ABC. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hammer the Green 19, yep. They both, yep. Yeah, it's not like a scoring. Yeah, it's more about just sloppiness. This game has been very, very sloppy. I live with good defense. This has not been that. This has just been shank upon shank. Cool. Hut. Yeah, I'm surprised, like, I don't know if there's a rule against it. Right, low-scoring games can be enjoyable. This does not feel like one of them. I'm with you. Low-scoring games, I like a good defensive battle. This is not a good defensive battle. Close games can be good. They can also be really bad. High-quality close games are great. Like, I think Jaguars-Raiders last week, the second half, at least in overtime, was a great game. But the first half was not. That was just sloppiness. DraftKings say Hut, yep. So people think Super Bowl 53 was. Yeah, I did not hate Super Bowl 53. I did not think it was the worst thing ever. I really did not. That game had good defense. That wasn't sloppy. That was good defense. Wasn't a great game, obviously. Definitely in the bottom half of all Super Bowls. There's no specific rule against quarterbacks using the word sponsorship and cadence, but it's not allowed because the NFL strictly wants sponsorship and branding agreements. Well, what if it's a sponsor that is part of the NFL? So like an official partner of the NFL. So if your cadence is an official partner, you have your own deal. Right, this is bad football, yeah. Shootout or low-scoring game. I like a good low-scoring game. Shootouts, I do like shootouts, but I like a good low-scoring game better. This is not a good low-scoring game. Right, wider camera angles, yeah, like all 22 footage, yeah. Right, it's hard hitting and good tackling, good strategy. It's not this. It's not drops, missed throws, just quarterback sailing targets by 15 yards, shank punts, holding on to the ball for too long, penalties. It's not that. Right, cannot use all. So basically, yeah, you're talking about Bobby Skinner. Yeah, you're talking about Skinner of the, you're talking about Bobby Skinner. I told him to send me a DM. He is allowed. So there's a misconception. He is allowed to do it. Right, album music for level 1 music, say hut. Yep. There's a rule against it once it happens. There will be. Yeah, I think so. It's all good, Michael. Yeah. Bottom the ball for good passes. Yeah. Yeah, this is like bad offense. Right, no, low quality high scoring games could exist. They could, yeah, it'd be like bad tackling. Bad tackling, it could happen. It could happen. Who's allowed to do what? I was saying like quarterbacks using cadences of sponsors. Whereas if 3 hours to play Denver is 5.3, yeah. Where was it with it? Yeah, so yeah, you're talking about Bobby Skinner with that. So there's a misconception with that. So basically, he's not a partner of an NFL media company. He's allowed to use it. He just he got a copyright claim. They rejected the dispute. They always do that. That's happened to me like 1,000 times. He just has to fight it off. I told him to send me a DM. He'll be able to use it again. I'm not worried. They're not allowing you to do it if you are like affiliated with the NFL, but he's not affiliated with the NFL. So, Garrett's question UNF, yeah, no surprises there. No surprises there whatsoever. No surprises. Right, Denver didn't get first down until 25 minutes. '16 World Series, Cubs, or 2025 World Series? 25 had better games. I think 2016 Game 7 is still one of the best games ever played. But I think all around, Game 6, Game 3, Game 7, Yamamoto's performances, I would say 2025 was the better World Series. The next time they played the Titans, they say Brian Callahan, yeah. Yeah, 22 Tennessee Bama was incredible. That was incredible. That game was nuts. That game was bloody amazing. It comes to ending the drought won't be topped. I can see that, yeah. I can definitely see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah, why does the Pats see past the players around like a blonde and bring them back way past their prime? Patriot way, baby. Patriot way. USF 50 burger. It's going to get even worse. High quality, low scoring game and low quality, low scoring game. So I think the easiest way to differentiate is the offense making mistakes or is the defense making plays? The Suns got their name. I know there was a team back in the 50s called the Suns. I know there used to be a team, like a football team back in the 50s, like a minor football team. Best World Series of all time? Honestly, this past one might be the best. 91's a good pick. 01's a great pick. This past one might be the best. So basically the question is the defense making mistakes? Or is the offense making mistakes or is defense playing well? So like drop passes, penalties, that's low quality. Do your job, yep. No game 7 top 2016 NBA Finals. Yeah, the rest of the series sucked. The rest of the series was not good in 2016. 2017, 2015 was a way better series. 86, that's a great pick too for World Series. 2015, right, he's not affiliated with the Giants, yeah. If you're affiliated with the Giants, you can't do it. The NFL is cracking down on that if you're affiliated with the team. But he's not affiliated with the team. Yabam LSU, yeah, that was an interesting one. That was a very, very interesting one. Are they about to do that? Ooh. 18 Seattle Toronto War. Oh, that was incredible. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, UTSA was undefeated. I remember that. I remember. Whew. How the mighty have fallen. 24, yeah. The games are close. Obviously, have no recollection of that, and like, there's no footage of it, but. Jared Cloninger picked the Suns have a bucket at 20,000 suggestions. Williams was the Friars? The Phoenix Friars. Oh, that would have worked. That would have worked. Ask your Dr. Beth Viagra set out. 2011 World Series Game 6, best game ever. I don't disagree. Don't disagree. Yeah, 24. I think I just need footage of 24. I'm sure if I was around in that, there was like footage of that game, of that series, I would probably say, based on the box scores at least. So the nice thing about the NFL is that they've documented everything so well. Yeah, 0-1 was a great World Series. 0-1 was phenomenal. Turnovers low quality? I think it depends. I think it depends what the turnover is. A guy just losing the ball on his own accord, low quality. A guy making a great play on the ball, high quality. Will the logo been for the Friars? Probably an F, pleasing. Yeah, it depends on the turnovers. There's footage of 24. How much footage is there? Takes a year to complete. Wow, that's a long time. The walkover is archived? They have footage from 1924. That's impressive. Worst World Series, 07. 2007 was the worst. 94 and 98. Which 90s finals was better? I'm going to say 98. I'm going to say 98. But both finals were phenomenal. Knicks, Rockets, and then Bulls, Jazz, both were phenomenal. Right, can sometimes be hard to tell the difference. It's one of those you just know when you see it. A fried egg on a sidewalk? Yeah. Yeah, news or footage exists online. I'll have to check it out at some point. Because I have not seen footage from 24. Alright, 7-all your score. Low score and a fair. 89 was the worst World Series. That was pretty bad. 04, 07, 23. Game 1 of 23 saved it. Only one to score multiple touchdowns. I'm going with Kyron Williams on that one. I'm going to go Kyron. 23 had game 1. The rest of the series sucked. As a D-backs fan, that series sucked. Game 1 was an all-time classic. 07 World Series, the Red Sox against the Rockies, and it was one of those you just knew right away. The Red Sox were the way better team. My team's moving the ball downfield and being halted by purely defensive play. If the drive stopped because of missed passes, drop passes, penalties, dumb play calls, a different story, yeah. 25's up there. Library of Congress YouTube, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, that had hype, that's true. It's different, it has hype. 06, no, at least, it can't be the worst if it ends in 5. If it goes past 4, it can't be the worst. Yeah, that was St. Louis against Detroit, yeah. It's Monte Adams? Oh, wow. Right, Boring Goals Bay, yeah, that's definitely the conflation. 2012 was most disappointing in my lifetime. I think most disappointing was probably last year. Yankees-Dodgers was very disappointing. I expect that to be a lot better. Yeah, it was great for the collapse in 5th inning, yeah. That was... Maybe the Sox win in 4. It was never close. Basically, there was not one moment you thought they had a chance to win the series. 23 is not the worst. Earliest one we have a TV broadcast for? Ooh, we actually have a TV broadcast. I'm going to guess 62. I'm 62 on that. I have no idea, though. That's a great question. Right, let me turn subs only mode back on. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. 12 was worse for the 2010s. I do not disagree on that one. Yeah, the earthquake before Game 3. Yep. Best and worst Stanley Cup final matchup. Ooh. Oh, I don't know. Not too well versed on that. Not too well versed. 94 was pretty good. 52, wow. I'm impressed with that. 94 was a really good cup. The worst cup, I don't know what the worst cup would be. Last year's kind of sucked. Last year's, it's not the worst, but last year's kind of sucked. All right, 71% around with the Broncos to win this game. Let's do this thing. Third quarter underway. Kickoff bounces in the landing zone. Taken out to the 2, 5, 10, 15, and will be brought down at the 17 with a flag on the play. Broncos going to be starting inside their own 10-yard line. Special teams a lot better for the Raiders this game than last game in kickoff coverage. Remember, Austin Trammell had a big return to start off the OT period for the Jaguars. Getting past midfield to start the drive in OT. Today, some good stops. I show footage of Washington fans all dressed up storming the field for the Sens one. Well, I remember too, back then, the way to leave the field was through the field. Like, that's why Yankee Stadium, you always saw after Giants games and Yankee games back in the old days, the fans on the field at the end. Because that's how you left the field. That's how you left the stadium. You left through the field. Which is just bizarre. How's it going, Brody? Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, 24 was water for 3. Oh, yes, it was. Yeah, Olivier Roux on the floor. I love that guy. I hope he does so well. I love that guy. He's just such an asset with his height, potentially. UNC Michigan State sucked. Yeah, you're not wrong. UNC Michigan State was probably the worst natty I've seen in college basketball. Butler UConn was really bad. That was just a low scoring. Everyone was missing shots. Yeah, 25 Stanley Cup, only won 6 better games overall. Oh, the game we called was really, really bad. But receiver in motion here. Sherfield. And the play is blown dead for a false start. Back it up. You know, I remember that UNC Michigan State game. That game was really bad. What's funny, too, is that the two... And Mercedes Lewis getting called for the false start. That's the second flag of the day. What's funny, too, is that the championship before that was Kansas-Memphis. That was great. And the championship after that was Duke-Butler. That was a classic. Well, 0 minus 0.2 EPA per play. Yeah, that's bad. Anything on the negatives, you know it's going to be pretty bad. Great start, guys. Yeah, great start. First half almost made me fall asleep. I would have fallen asleep, too, if I wasn't calling this one. Basketball stream tomorrow is 5 o'clock Eastern time. You nearly found, except for the final fighting is a game 5. Wow. Yeah, Houston, Florida. I mean, the Final Four was great last year. The tournament was very chalky. Handoff up the middle. That's Dobbins. He'll get 3. Brought down by Jonah. Second and 11. Like, it was very chalky, but the Final Four was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Like, there was not a single bad game in the Final Four last year. Yeah, I call the worst game of the series. That is true. That is true. I did call the worst game of the series. Tier list for the commissioners. Goodell's clearly 1. Silver's clearly 4. Manfred 2. Bettman 3. Mike Rapolo get to 20,000. He'll have to pick the opponent day and time to kick the season. Oh, that's awesome. I love the engagement. They're actually doing local advertising now. Like, I love what Rapolo's doing. He's getting them involved. Play action. 2nd and 12. Nix in his own end zone. Fires on the run. Low throw incomplete. Was looking for Harvey on the screen. And it's a low throw. That's awesome. Because the Stallions, obviously, they play in one of the largest stadiums. So I think what Rapolo's doing is great in terms of let's increase ticket sales. Let's get butts in the seats. Because right now, the same situation in Birmingham is definitely the worst of the 8 teams. Because every other team is in a soccer stadium that has a low capacity that would look good on TV. St. Louis obviously is an exception, but they sell out 35,000 a game. And the lower bowl is always full. So I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing there. I like the vision. I like what Rapolo is doing. 3rd and 12. Nix in his own end zone. Pump fake. Fires out route. Low throw incomplete. Oh, my God. Coverage on the play by Darian Porter. And the Boo Birds come out. That drive took all of 57 seconds off the clock. Right, like upset, so I don't consider it to be a great tournament. That's fair. Great ending, but not a great beginning. Controversial decision in Miracle on Ice. Yes, they pulled their goalie at before the first period ended. Yeah, this is trash football. This is pod racing. Yeah, they did make a controversial decision. USA scored with 1 second left in the first period, and they pulled their goalie, considered by many to be the best in the world, after the first period. The punt from his own end zone. Crawshaw, please don't shank this one. Oh my God, it's a good punt. Oh my God, it's actually a good punt. Field at the 39-yard line. Flag on the play. It's coming back. Ball at the 29. It was dropping a lot. I get why it dropped a lot, because they didn't do a lot of local advertising. Interest was down across the board. It's been all for the Broncos. It has been. Although that's a good punt, finally. Best tournament of all time? Ooh. 16 was pretty good. 16 was actually really good. What else is there? Yep. For less with the missing telecast in any round, I'm going to guess 72. This is football, yeah. This is football. Better coach here? I think Payton. By a lot, actually. The Broncos part hurts the field. Sickos unite. Fans cheer for the punt. Finally, a punt that's not shanked off the side of the foot. Oh, boy. First down for the Raiders. This scheme is making me question a lot of my choices in life. Made me question what the heck I saw last week on Sunday. It's making me question what did I watch on Sunday? That's what I'm wondering. So there were the Stallions, best I can. I don't know if we'll do as good as he wants, but it feels better. Yeah, they're definitely promoting it more locally, which is great. Oh, 81? Oh, wow. 4-point win for Florida? Yeah, they're back. They needed that one. They're going to be fine this year. They'll be fine. One of the top, 2 at the bottom. I formation here. Genty in the backfield. Man in motion. It's Tucker. They'll give it to Genty up the middle. He'll get down to the 34. Gain of 5. Dre Greenlaw on the stop. A young child watching this game will convert to an esports fan so fast. Yeah. Just stop putting the Broncos at home on Thursday night. I think that's the solution. Just don't put the Broncos on Thursday night at home. Make me question if the Broncos aren't massive frauds. Genty. Juke boom, then cuts back up the middle. Gain of 3. Franklin Myers on the stop. 3rd and 2. Big Ten ran permanent domicile of their domestic program and signed the deed of ownership to UCLA. Wow. Ugly game. Very ugly game. The story of Chris Chambliss walk-off. I have not heard the story of that. The Bengals on the EPA graph. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Georgia Southern App State over 60. Simon Close. Yeah. Yeah, very nice story for Nealon. Yes. It's before the game, yeah. And that's going to stay up for the rest of the week. 2023. That was good. That was a good one. That was a good March Madness. No, Suggs was 21, right? Suggs was 21. 3rd and 2. Clock hit 0. Probably the championship was not that good. And the Raiders will have to burn a timeout, although there was their delay of a game. Did they get the timeout in? Timeout Raiders. They cannot get the playoff. That's been a few times now the clock's hit 0 for the Raiders. So the Raiders on prime time, something like a good team again? Yep. Myers making Jags debut this week? He is, yes. Yes, he is. Tucker start catching the ball. Might make Hughes 6 starting, but I know nobody else. Yeah, I need anyone to do anything. MIT Harvard? Yes, we are. Chambliss going to walk up to the Yankees of the World Series. Yankees fans went insane from the field. Chambliss couldn't touch the plate. Oh, man. So it was like the Grand Slam single by the Mets in 2000. Oh, man. Yeah, 23 was a bunch of wild teams in the Final Four that year. 3rd down. 24 is probably the worst. 24 is probably the worst tournament in my life. 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Obviously not counting 2020. Tucker motion at the top of the screen. Pete's telling Gino not to start the play till there's 0 on the play clock. Wouldn't shock me this way. They're going to send for Gino. Out route. High throw. Oh, my God. High throw incomplete. This scheme is giving me a headache. Lock at the intended target. And they'll have to punt the ball away. Oh, my God. Oh, no. This scheme is just questioning everything. It makes 0 sense for the clock's already stopped. Oh, boy. Easy out route, and he just misses it. You know, I already said it was like the Mets walk-off grand slam in 2000. The punt here by Cole. 3 straight back games, yeah, on Thursday night, yeah. We've had a rough slate in prime time. A very rough slate lately. Since the Steelers-Bengals game, we've not had a good one. Fair catch at the 15. Chalk the game over, so a Broncos team was lost for the Jags. We're feeling a little bit different right now. Yeah, I mean, look. The Jaguars have a propensity to shoot themselves on the foot, but the Broncos do too. All the 15. Right, Genty has immense with thighs. Yeah, they are huge. I mean, he's got more yards after contact this year than actual yards. Both teams are playing awful. The Broncos are supposed to be fraudulent. Well, remember, I mean, it's one game. Pretty rare side, but I remember that. I was never sold on them. Oh, that was 99, not 2000. My bad. Own 20. That's not good starting field position. Every Thursday game I feel bad for someone 2 weeks ago was Wentz. Last week, Finns fans. Now, just everyone. This works at Indy Denver 22? Not yet, because that had a dumb coaching decision at the very end. You're not missing much, Brody. You're not missing much. The final out, I have not seen the final out of the 73 NLCS. Every time there's a drop pass or controversial penalty, turn into a drinking game. I'd be dead at that point. I would be dead. It would not be good. This game has been rough. It's been really rough. We got emojis in the chat if you're a fan of either one of these teams. Hope you guys took the under in this one. Into decisions. The Raiders ran a QB sneak on 3rd and 2.5. And they want people to pay to watch games like this. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah, the Raiders ran a QB sneak at one point. Oh, wait, I saw win. It was fun. Yeah, I went to a friend's place. It was nice. Hope you guys had it too, yeah. Was all fieldless till the very end? I believe it was, yes. And the Broncos were driving and then they threw a pass for no reason. Might not stream only go to karaoke. As long as it's close, we're not doing that. I'm not even going to watch less football now, which sucks. I don't remember the game that long. Yeah, tweak the parameters of the game based on your propensity to die of alcohol poisoning. At least it's close. At least it's close, yeah, but it's not good. Goes OT at 7-7. Oh, God. I don't know what I would do at that point. Haven't enjoyed this game and watching paint dry, more entertaining. Yeah, that's more entertaining right now than this. Honestly, it's more entertaining. Mets fans are storming the pitch before Tug McGraw got to the first for the final off. Screwed up the catch. They would have to clear the fence off the pitch. Can you imagine? It's like the ASU BYU game last year. Yeah, if you bet the under, you're enjoying this. Yeah, the Broncos almost lost to the Jets and Titans. Yeah, it's not the first time to look bad against a bad team. Maybe games on short rest are more likely to suck. We had some good games this year, though. We had some good ones. This is really bad. Cold Scare looked legit, looked like one to miss the game time field goal so we could end the game as early as possible. In that one. Kevin Hart commercial? I don't know at this point. Texas says games. Sunday games for week 9 were great, but primetime just to save your eyes. Yeah, primetime sucked last week. But the other games were good. For like a 3-0 Vikings Raiders game, it could be like that. It could be. That hand kneel done messed up. You done messed up, Aaron. Ball the 16 for the Broncos. Is there any competency this game? We're going to find out. Handoff here. Dobbins on the stretch play. Cuts up the middle. Breaks one tackle. Thrown down the 23 by Porter. And this one, just don't throw the ball. Honestly, at this point, just go back to the 60s. Keep the clock moving. Both quarterbacks cannot hit a 5-yard out route. The Honor Bears are rejoicing, no one else is. At this point, just both teams run the ball. And now for Verizon, oh God. Oh boy. Like at this point, just run the ball. I'm not throwing a single pass the rest of this game. Everything requires subscription. Yep. It sucks. The divisional Thursday night game is like, yeah, it's like an asterisk. Head up the middle. And that will, I think, get enough for the first. I think Dobbins got over the line to gain at the 26. Be close, but they will give it to him. Rather a game like this in 52-0. Oh, I agree with you there. Again, the Jaguars ran it down the Raiders' throats last week. Knicks cannot hit the broadside of a barn at this point. The Jaguars, their final drive against the Raiders in OT last week, 8 straight runs ended. They actually marked him a yard shy, 3rd and 1. They had a 10.5-minute drive at one point last week against the Raiders. I'm just running it. They're going to take a timeout. God. Timeout Broncos. The play clock's winding down. Oh my God. Both teams burn a timeout. Oh, Neil and Brian are both great coaches. Oh no, I don't like either school as a Gator fan, but I respect I respect a lot of both coaches. Someone drive, please. Yes, please. Prepare for a letdown. Game for the Bears at 47-42. Yeah. I can see it. So both teams have burned a timeout 4 minutes into the half. Oh my goodness. The moment I put the game on my TV becomes good. Please, save us all. Put the game on your TV. Please, save us. Watch it be like the last... Watch it be like the Jaguars going on that 11-minute drive, and then Trevor throwing a pick for the 1-yard line. Supermoon, there we go. The highlight of the game is a supermoon. Ready for next weekend to drive to Buffalo, watch play the Bucks? That should be a fun game. Should be a really good game. Okay, wait, now there's no timeout? Wait, so the Broncos didn't take a timeout. Did they not take a timeout? What happened there? They have 12, yeah, because of 85. QB sneak, Knicks. What other timeouts used? Play clock was winding down. Did he get the first? QB sneak. One ref says yes. The other ref also says yes, so move it up. Wise Promo show the moon. Got nothing else to show right now. Very windy in Denver. Yep. Plays for football. It wasn't this sloppy. Mets fans fill the pitch in less than 10 seconds. Wow, that's incredible. Clock went set correctly. All right, so no timeout used. Tie game's like a dumb decision. Yes, it is. Play action. Knicks in the flat. Low throw, but caught at the 30. To the 35. Pushed at the 37. First down. Gain of 11. Yeah, there was no timeout used on that one. Adam Prentice, the fullback. Yeah, people forget you used to be able to retweet without an account. Now you do. Even threads. If you don't download threads, you can't read threads. I got the bot. Although, honestly, for all the bots in here, why no one wants to watch this game? If you're a bot, just save your time. No one is clicking your links because no one wants to watch this game. It's been that bad. 10-minute email, I've used that a lot. Yes, I definitely have used that. Prime Vision, yeah, full play behind. Yeah, that's why I use the main broadcast for this. Bounce it outside. Dobbins cuts back up the middle of the field to the 46-yard line. Gain of 7 before he's taken down by Landon Roberts, the former Steeler. Better go to the bar in third quarter, leave the script test game behind. Oh, man. If you want to see me sing any song on the bar, again, $50, any song on the list. $25 for, wait, that's not the right link. $20, the song is Long Train Runnin' by the Doobie Brothers. That's a song that is half off. Yeah, you're human. Or are you a dancer? That's the question. Are you human or are you a dancer? Somebody old guys comes from high school? Nice. Just your will guesser at this point? Nah, we're sticking with this one. One top of the screen, hand up the middle. Dobbins, spin move to get back to the line. A nice effort to get a couple, Brought down by Crosby at the 40, I don't say 47-yard line, 3rd and 2. The Broncos have gotten a first down on 2 of their first 7 drives. Are human after all? Yes, we are. Have another one sloppy? We have newspaper footage. We have newspaper archives of the games. They tell it like it is, the newspaper archives. It's not synced up, but it's close enough. The end will just start off the chat. No good spoil. Nice. I'm inevitable. There you go. Warriors still out. Oof. 3rd and 1. I formation. Nix tosses it out. Gets a block. Dobbins, first down. And he'll step out of bounds to the 44-yard line. Pushed out by White. A nice game there on the toss gate of 9. Remember that last week, the Jaguars really spread the ball out on these runs. 4th down, they tossed it out. And got the first. 4th and 1. Broncos, sort of similar play here. Count it only map. And maybe at some point. Not tonight. Not tonight. Punt, 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 touchdown, pick, punt. It's a good start. They got a rhythm here. There are signs of life. Some of this largely based on what you see with your own eyes. To some extent, yeah. 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Nix. Pump fake, second read. Checks it down to his back. That's caught by Harvey. Makes 2 men miss. Tries to bounce outside. Gets brought down after a gain of 7 by Darian Porter, the 3rd round pick at the 38-yard line. Yeah, this is an actual drive. Yeah, there's actually some ball movement here. Hit the pitch out there, but it works. Yep. You know, at this point, I'll take anything. At this point, just anything with no penalties where the teams hold on to the ball, I'll take it. The Jets using the right approach? Yes, they are. 100% they're using the right approach. This is how you do rebuild. You get 2 young players who have potential. Need hard points? We'll see. 2 players that have potential that are pretty young. Nix, and there's the flag. Right on cue. False start. Back it up. Oh, you're good. You're good. Don't worry. Don't worry, Nicholas. You're good. Back it up 5 yards. Being proven right, you spoke too soon. Wattenberg. Luke Wattenberg, the 4th-year man, getting called for the false start. Winning the Grey Cup? I have no idea. Yeah, Skybo could have run with Offensive Rookie of the Year. I'm really bummed for him. He was balling. Yeah, 3 first-round picks and a second for 2 players that did not fit the timeline. I don't even know who's in the playoffs still in the CFL. I have no idea. 2nd down. Handoff up the middle. Harvey to the 40. They'll get the yardage back from the false start, make it 3rd and 2 at the 37-yard line. Bears blew the lead. Oh, I envy you that you've been missing this game. I actually envy you, Gutmana, that you've missed this game. Worst game of the last ineptitude? Yeah, 1979 Rams. These things can count to 30. No, they cannot. I mean, Rams Seahawks was pretty bad in 79, but that's definitely not in the last 30 years. Well, I'm trying to sell this game. Back in 1, yep. Broncos average 8.2 penalties per game. That's not good. Right now, the Argos are Red Blacks or Elks. I have no idea who's in. 3rd and 2. 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Man in motion is Sutton. Right, Clippers are leading the Suns at half. They are. Oh, no, they're going to try a wide receiver pass. Sutton. Oh, no. I give up. I give up. 3rd and 1. Let's try a backwards wide receiver pass. That's the time. You're moving the ball down the field well. You need 1 yard. And now they're going to try the field goal with this wind. 59-yard field goal. Oh, God. You need 1 yard. Wide receiver pass. Okay, they're going to try a field goal. Oh, God. 59 in these conditions. With the wind swirling. Lutz. Short by about 10 yards. Oh my God. Oh my God. This whole game. The girl of my dreams could be at the bar tonight. But I'm here. The girl of my dreams could be at the bar tonight. I'm sitting here watching whatever the hell this is. What? Oh my God. This game. I need like a pillow to scream into. I need liquor. I need liquor. That's a dumb decision. And now we're in Colts Broncos territory. This is a game that gets me to start drinking. Yeah, this is a repeat. It bounced in. Yeah, they got too cute when they need 1 yard. Yep. Oh my god. Yeah, he was saying it was tap and stops again. Yep. Oh boy. Glad they got stuff to keep things. Yeah, the way they got to stop was impressive. My brain is fried. There's a dumb decision. Again, in these conditions, with the wind, the way it is, you're running it down their throats. With the wind, you're going to have a wide receiver pass? Your quarterback can barely throw it, let alone your wide receiver? Especially because remember, last game, the Raiders played the Jaguars. The Jaguars tried a running back pass, and the Raiders roll over it. It was double coverage to BTJ. I'm not trying smelling salts, no. Want to seek it or just run it? Do anything besides that. Oh, yeah, Chargers, Raiders, yeah, that was a punt fest. There was like 22 punts in that game. Dumb decisions, 20,000 at this point. 20,000 dumb decisions at this point. Oh, my God. At least go for it on fourth. Yeah, don't do that. You need a beer. I feel drunk already. Yep. I deserve to go my dreams after this performance. Yeah, it could be at the bar right now. Could be at the bar. Girl, my dreams could be at the bar. Just waiting. It's destiny, but nope. I'm here. Because a wide receiver throws a pass, and then they try a 59-yard field goal in this wind that misses about 10 yards short. Yeah, it means, yeah, it's worse than miss fourth down, yep. Yeah, literally just use Dobbins. Literally just use Dobbins. This game is making my brain bleed. Yeah, I've seen Eggshell play with more throwing depth in this game. Yeah, this is thrilling, just not for the ways that I think people want. The daily double sound effect, yep. Almost gets us out of the walk-in. First down for Gino. They're going to send 4. Angle route off the... What is this game? Goes off the hands of Genty. And then picked. What am I watching? What am I watching? Gino on the angle route. Genty can't make the grab. It goes off his hands. It's picked off by DeAndre Tillman, the former Stallion. So some UFL love. DeAndre Tillman, the former Birmingham Stallion, paying its role for his competence, yep. So the Birmingham Stallion makes the pick after Genty gives him a gift. This is football. Oh, this is... Okay. In field goal range, Broncos hand it off on the stretch to Dobbins, and he will get nothing, brought down at the line of scrimmage. That was maybe the worst 30 seconds of football I've ever seen in my life. Go to the bar, you need it. How drunk is this game? All the beers. No, that was not Gino's fault. That one was not Gino's fault. I mean, that's like Falcons, Niners, 77 levels of drunkenness. I wish I was a tree, yes. I wish I was a tree for this game. What have I missed so far this half? Everything. You've missed the worst football ever. All good, Michael. All good. Second 10. Third time on the bottom. Harvey in motion. They fake the swing. Nothing open. Nix runs 35 yards backwards for some reason. I mean, there was a receiver in the area, so no grounding. But there was a flag on the field. I'm guessing illegal man downfield because that took forever to develop. What I missed today? Everything. Pass interference on the offense. Again, that play took forever to develop. So back it up 10 yards. Oh my god. This game is CT. Well, you just run the option for the rest of the game. Why not? It gained exactly 0. Try a field goal. I would love that. Did he Schengen? He did not. He did not. But you missed a wide receiver pass on 3rd and 1. An interception off the hands of the receiver. You missed a, there was also a lineman about 5 yards down the field. So the Jets play 2010s. Oh, this is worse. I promise you this is worse. This is not football. Michael with $1. Appreciate you, man. Which game do you want to get you on the call for it? Yeah, 36 points in the last 9 minutes? Could be. Heard someone curse on TV? I don't blame them. It's like rubbernecking. Which game do you want? I mean, this game is so bad it's good at this point. Knicks. Delayed handoff. Dobbins. He'll get about 2 to the 41. Ball came out at the end. Are you kidding me? The ball came out at the end. Was he down by contact? No signal yet. Let's see. Was Dobbins down? Yep, elbow forced it. Yep, elbow. Ground close to fumble. 38. Wait, joke compilation? Yeah. Should I go to bed soon? Oh, no. This game is too good. You choose Broncos, Raiders. Oh, no. I can't. UCF. Perfect. All right, get you on it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, this is getting to the point where it's entertaining for chaos reasons. We're getting to that point where this is actually, like, so bad it's good. Knicks fires on the run. That's caught by his tight end at the 39-yard line. That's Troutman. Now, don't try the field goal here. You missed last time from the similar distance. I don't know what you do. 4th and 16. I think you punt. I'm never usually one to say punt inside the 40-yard line. But I'm actually in the camp of punting the ball here. 4th and 16. This is like the only time I'll ever say punt the ball inside the 40. And they're going to. You know, yeah, Crawshaw shanked a few. If he shanks a punt here, it's going to be a good punt. Joe the Tour, everyone donate to the regained GG9 Sandy Fund. Yes. Oh, yes. They are punting. UCF, get you on the call for it. The punt here. This one. Oh, that one goes into the end zone. That one's like his first long punt of the day, and that goes into the end zone. 19 yards of net. This game is a war crime. Yeah, the units look good at least. This game is an actual war crime. It's like punting. What is this game? It's a net of 19 yards. Well, you're not kicking the field. You're not going for a 4th and 16. Yeah, it went into the end zone. Yep, it went into the end zone. Rare ball to 20. This game... Did I miss anything? Oh my god, what didn't you miss? You've missed legitimately the worst display of football I've seen in my life. You flipped to the Winter League? I don't think that's happening right now. Yeah, just watch this game. That's what CTE is like. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the one he doesn't shank. Yep. Heading against Phil Grinch, not get at least 3 points because this game is drunk. That's how. You know about this game is only 5? Yeah. Last segment or this game? At least that's over in 2 hours. This, I don't know when it's ending. High school football versus this game. Who wins? High school football. High school football. Titanium with the 2 where the Cleveland Browns. We love punts. There you go. Oh my god. Which game do you want, Titanium? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Tom. Which game do you want me to do? I'll get you in the call for it. When Taylor Swift said she was safe from the Favorophilia, I didn't know she was referring to this game. Yes. Oh my god. Stream European high school basketball can't be worse than this at this point. Which game do you want? The girl your dreams could have been singing that bar and singing your favorite, so I told her stuff watching the Raiders game. Yep. Yeah, this game is one of the worst. This was I've ever seen in my life. Stream Wi-Fi at Waffle House. Which game do you want, Titanium? Appreciate you, as always. Yeah, the only way it gets worse is we'll get the Uno ad. Yep, the game should never end. Yep. Put up top? Alright. We'll put up top. We'll just put it to the top. By the time I get the shoe, I'll already left. It's a catchy song, yeah. There are like 3 good songs on them. That's one of them. I'll put it to the top. Game. All right, first down the 20 after a 19-yard net. Crawshaw having quite the howler. First game I've watched where I support both teams taking the rest away. Me too. Genty, hand up the middle. Gain of 2. Last week, the Raiders played the Jaguars in overtime. I think that was a game most people wanted to see go another 10 minutes. This game, I will do unspeakable things if it goes OT. Thoughts on this game? I'm whanned so hard right now. Yeah, this is one of the games they won about and be just fine doing so. At least the Broncos move the ball downfield. Raiders are useless, yes. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm going Shawshank. One the top, one the bottom. Gino, play action. They're going to send 4. Benito on the pressure. Fires on the run. That could be grounding. That did not reach the line of scrimmage. Was there a guy in the area? I'm not sure there was a guy in the area. That's a very generous definition of guy in the area. Yeah, that's grounding. That's absolutely ground. That's another thing this game needed. If there's a guy this game ends in regulation. It's like homecoming my junior year, except I didn't play sloppier. Oh my god. I think gets more glaze for saying if he drops him, it falls than Mahomes for constant fact. Yeah, he got out of the pocket, but he got to reach the line of scrimmage. There was no one in the area. If you get out of the pocket, you have to reach the line. He did not. 3rd and 14. 100 feet race by 2 snails. I mean, Warrington, yes, I would be. By a lot. 3rd and 20. Ball at the 10. Draw play. Genty. Excuse me, Mostert gets 3. Allen on the takedown at the 13-yard line. 4th and 17. Yeah, it's comical. This is like the room of games. This is 7-7 to start the 4th and ends 3rd for 31. I will do unspeakable. I mean, that would be incredible. That'd be amazing. I don't know, because that always works. You know what? At least they got yards. At this point, they got yards. They're not going to be punting out their own end zone. At this point, screw it. That's the best play of the day. Keeps the clock moving. That run by Mostert kept the clock moving. No penalties. The game is 40 seconds closer to ending. What a wonderful game, yep. Sol Noon said he gets some home games. Yep. The punt blocked. The punt is blocked. Picked up by the Broncos at the 15 and pushed out of bounds to the 12. AJ Cole's punt gets blocked. Tyler Batty recovers it. Had a drop pass earlier. Redeems himself there. Bronco ball at the 12. The drunkenness game gets more drunk. We love punts. Yep, Cole cannot get that one off. I have not seen Friday Night Lights. The special teams for the Broncos actually makes a good play, and it is number 34, J.L. Skinner. Now, how will the Broncos blow this? He took a sweet time. Yeah. Yeah, he took a while to get that ball off. Yeah, finally a good play. So the cut. Yeah, this is actually circus at this point. Yep. All legal drugs in Colorado. Yep. Peak football. Ball at the 12-yard line. Oh, boy. Play action. Nix is going to lose 3 on the read option. Taken down by Isaiah Polamau. Where's 27% success rate? I'm surprised it's that high. I honestly am surprised it's that high. I mean, Dolphins almost won the last game against the Bills. They could. 2nd 13. This is peak football. 2nd down at the 15-yard line. Bo Nix throws picks. Loses 3 on that one. Loses half of 6. 2nd down. 1 at the top, 3 at the bottom. Back to his left. Now motioning to the top is Franklin. Takes a snap. They're going to send 3. Stepping up. Pump fake. Fires. That is nowhere close to the target. I don't know where it was going on that one. Just throw the end. That was nowhere close to the target. I couldn't tell you who. I think he was targeting Evan Ingram. I think. It was about 6 yards away from Ingram. Unless he saw a ghost. I couldn't tell you. Have to score a touchdown? I have no idea. Who's doing worse, Bo today or Russell in the 22 game? At least Bo had that one throw to Bryant. 3rd and 12. Pump fake on the screen. Now they will go with the screen. That's going to get nothing. And they'll settle for 3. They will settle for 3. So after getting the ball in the red zone, they wind up losing 3 yards. He was targeting Wyoming. And they will kick the field goal. So we go to the half. Or the end of the third quarter. I will put a poll up. They're going to get this up for the half? Or the quarter? They are. 32-yard try. It's right down the middle. Broncos get 3. I'll do something I've never done before in one of these polls in regulation because it's that kind of game. They get 3. Nice play call, Penny. Yep. 5 seconds to go in the third. Ten straight points for the Broncos. They're leading, but we're all losing. I will call this spot. Yeah, this is going to get them to retire. What is this offensive Mafia trying to fix? I don't know at this point. Here's not kill the end of quarter. Yeah, I guess they like the wind going in that direction. The suffering shall continue. Super tie? Yeah. Points, what a concept, yeah. All right, see, both teams 4 for first, and then do the first to do someone's way to fall. Arizona score another point. I don't know at this point. I mean, the Broncos, don't underestimate the Broncos' ability to mess things up. Hope this game was OT and no one scores an OT. I hope not. I can't do OT. I cannot have this game go OT. 10-7-3, this is Thursday, well known love. Yep, this is Thursday football at its purest form. If you don't like this, you don't like Thursday football. Al deserves a hug. Yeah. Yeah. I know he can be apathetic at times. I don't blame him if he's apathetic for this one. Yeah, we got quarters twice, yeah. It's felt like an eternity. Kickoff, fielded, taken out to the 20, 25, and 30. Breaks a tackle, gets down to the 32. That's where the Raiders are going to start this drive. Put the poll up. I'm just giving a tie as an option because, you know, nothing would shock me at this point. Purdy gets for the stupid will. Yes, it does. That's what he gets. This is the greatest game played in Week 10 thus far. What a game we've got on our hands, folks. This is football for you. The Broncos have a lead going into the fourth. One of the few times all season that's happened. The new best worst game ever. Yes. So Bears-Panthers was like 2 years ago? Yeah, that was bad. This is definitely a game. This is definitely a game that exists. The Broncos have gone 3 and out on 7 of their 10 drives. Tonight on Where's My Liquor? Yep. I need a drink after this one. I need a drink. Al's come off a worse week than Blanket. He's got 3 in the fourth. That was one of the worst scores of football I've ever seen. He needs the greatest game, yes. Yeah, I got a lot of material. I need multiple drinks, yeah. I'm going to need... That Texas A&M fan that blew like a .39 or whatever it was at the game 2 weeks ago, I need that. Calling Amazon for refunds? I am too. One of the Thursday games of all time. Yep, definitely. The streets will be remembering nothing about this game. You have increased character limit? Yeah, it's going to be like 10,000 characters for new. I've not seen necessary reference. I've not seen that. Get one on the bar? At this point. Yeah, I want to watch me cut my grass tomorrow for the last time this year. Yep. Hannibal .39. I have no idea. Never underestimate college students. Who think's going to win this thing? No one. We're all losers. I think the Broncos are going to win by default. My Twitch stream went out. Twitch is doing you a favor. Yeah, great game. Yep. Yeah, that's nasty work. The Kevin Hart ad? What's that? I have no idea. I don't know what's... the last 2 hours, I don't know what's been happening. I think the Broncos win this thing, but we're all losers for watching this. I replied to someone on Twitter, this scheme is making me contract diseases they don't even have a name for yet. Dream high school football can't be worse than this. Had to start drinking an hour ago, just get ready for this game. Get through this game. It's been bad. Each game this week, we'll do that in a little bit. Hannibal .3 through 7, I have no idea. But Texas A&M students are something else. Will Zach Taylor ever come out? At this rate, probably not. All right, 47% of you have the Broncos winning, 6% the Raiders, 47% of you think tie. Ball to 31. And we'll get to that in just a second. Watching Card Sharks, you make the right call. Play action, Gino. Avoids the sack, gets back to the line, maybe gets a yard. Brought down by the legs, and Roach helps him go down. Yeah, Brett Coleman, yes. I've not made a video about the Jordan Hudson website yet. I'm going to at some point. Yeah, Suns are leading. They're up by 15. Oh, crap. No, that's not what this game needs. Geno Smith is down. Geno Smith, after picking up a yard, he is down in pain. So Kenny Pickett going to come in for the Raiders in the fourth quarter. He got touched on the kneecap by Nick Bonito. I don't know if it was that or if it was the Malcolm Roach hit at the end. Right, realistically, yeah, probably. But Kenny Pickett's coming in. How bad? He's not getting up. The flight gets canceled because of the government? Yeah. That's the punishment. Yeah, so Geno's down. Pickett's coming in. Just what this game needed. Yep. You have to wonder if that's the last snap we'll see Geno play as a Raider. It didn't look good. How appropriate. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Sure, the game from my former high school had 7-6 more common than this? Yes. Yes. But now, yeah, Pickett coming in. This game, interesting. Yeah. Let's see. And Geno's had a rough season, rough game, but obviously things change a lot now with Pickett in. Yeah, no, he's hurt. He did not get up. Kitteman's taking the field, yes. I have Colts. I have the Jets. I've got the Saints. No, I got the Panthers, I should say. I got the Bucks. I got the Ravens. I got the Bills. I got the Giants. I got the Texans. I got the Seahawks. I've got the Lions. I got the Rams, the Steelers, and the Eagles. It did not look good. Did not look good. He got touched on the kneecap by Nick Bonito as he was going down. I don't know if that was the injury or if it was Malcolm Roach on that last hit. I don't know what the injury is, if it was a chest injury potentially from the Roach hit or if it was Bonito getting him on the kneecap as he was running. So if my condolences to the Raiders. Yeah. But we'll see. Pickett, former first-round pick, first quarterback taken in 2022. Now on his fourth NFL team in 4 seasons. He is 2 for 2 this year with 8 yards passing. Should we set for Kenny? Yep. Yeah, Kenny Pickett season. Oh, no one's cheering for... No one's cheering for that. Oh, he is... Okay, so Geno got up. He is walking very slowly to the blue tent. So Geno is... He's hobbling. He's up on his own power. Geno limped into the blue tent. He limped into the blue tent. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Pickett. Yeah, time to turn to the Weather Channel. Yeah, this is bad. Look, I want the Dolphins to beat the Bills. I want it. I just don't think it's happening. So Geno limping into the tent on his own power. But he is grimacing in pain. Does not look good. 2 at the top of the screen. Back on the way. Kenny Pickett. Just his 3rd snap as a Raider, potentially. When he throws the ball, he was 3rd ever pass for the Raiders. And that handoff goes nowhere. Loss of 2. Jonathan Cooper on the stop. It could be the knee again. Yep. So his own power. Yeah, but it's not like a good walk. It's not. It's a very grimacing, gingerly limping walk. I think it's pretty serious. At least it gets some good music. Yes, it does. Picks and song. Why I gotta think about this one. I gotta double check on that one. 3rd and 11. He a bigger factor than I think. In November? Not November. 3rd and 11. Not decisions on this game. I don't know. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Back to his left is Genty. Pickett. They're gonna send 4. Pump fake twice. Slam pass. Incomplete. Would have been Walsh out of the 6 out of the way. Jack Beck, his first target of the day. The 2nd round pick out of TCU. He has not done anything today. They were hoping he could step up in absence of Jacoby Myers for the rest of the season. Might probably watch my channel. You know, wouldn't shock me if he does. 4th and 11. And they'll punt it away. Well, no, it doesn't mean it's not ACL tear related. Yeah. Songs. Stranger Things. We'll do Friends, Seinfeld. I think both the New York teams from this week. Outer Banks. Cole, the punt. We're out of bounds right on the 25-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Yeah, lose a JP really hurt the line. Yeah, the clock stopped. Yep. I would say Jake and Evelyn Pirates. Good Morning Baltimore, Buffalo Bill, Reba, Frazier, Home Improvement. Illegal formation on the Raiders. Fresh Prince, Mr. Rogers, and Always Sunny. I've read some solitude, remember, yeah. Yeah, ran out of bounds on his own power. Did not establish himself in time. That is on Richardson. So move it up. The Broncos will get the ball to the 30-yard line as we go to commercial again. Bronco ball when we get back. Can they make it a 2-score game? They have not done anything offensively. The last 3 points they had were a 3-and-out. They started in the red zone. Right about Rolex Raiders, yeah. Injury took more time than the Raiders drive. It did. Yes. That would air on the JJ Network? Probably. I had this game no team. The content's too good. Yeah. Yeah, we're not hiding this. I have to hop off after this game. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bar tonight. I'm going to the bar for this. For karaoke. So you can because there are some songs I gotta do at karaoke. Touchdowns, this maybe. The Dolphins could, but I don't think it's gonna happen. All the 30 when we get back. Sun's up by 19 at least. Raiders are playing tomorrow on the road, so they can actually score a goal. That's good. That's good. So the Chris Smith Riders stay tuned for the next Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Oh man, like the diet root beer Tina Carvey show. Inevitability sports. Did it make me want to drink? Oh, yes, it does. Yeah, it does. It's literally football. Yeah. Tom Brady came in. They can make this game interesting. You gotta drink, yep. You gotta drink. This game is so bad, force you to do laundry. Don't have to treat yourself. You deserve it. We all do, yeah. Dan with the tour. This is a classic Thursday night game. No 30-31 BS. Nope. You're not wrong there. Nope. This is Thursday football the way it was meant to be played. Yeah, the Diet Mug Root Beer Dana Carvey show. There you go. Which game do you want? I forget which game you wanted. Watch JR clips. Which game you want, Dan? Appreciate you, man. Just let him suit up at this point. Yeah, I guess the game got worse when I turned the game on. Yes, it did. Which game do you want? Appreciate you, man. Definitely like drinking head hurts so much already. I don't blame you. Gino's out of the medical tent. He's holding his helmet. He's trying to jog it off. Jogging pretty gingerly. Ball to 33. Knicks, middle of the field. That's caught. Gain of 3. It's Cortland Sutton. Hope for no rebound. Yeah, me too. Me too. And Gino's out of the 10. 2nd and 7. He's trying to jog it off. We'll see. He's definitely grimacing when he's doing it. Yeah, this game is against Dream Conventions. Yeah. We do have a thing to make it back to score because Tom Brady. We do. I'm very worried about this game. I'm very worried about Jaguars Texans. 2nd down. Suns up by 20. Yeah, they look good right now. They're playing all right this year. You know, they're playing a lot better than I thought. To the top of the screen. Play action. Dobbins not there, so going deep. 2nd read, incomplete. Deep down the field for Troy Franklin, not there. Colts are real, do I believe Jones is? I don't know. I think the Colts are for real, though, and I think Jones is a solid quarterback. I don't freshman time, but yeah. 3rd down. Wanted to go with a flat for Dobbins. Wasn't there. I forget what shape you want, Daniel. I'll get you on the call for it. The Geno convention. Yes, there you go. I see what you did there. 3rd down. Broncos have gone 3 and out 70% of the time. Or let Harvey run it? They're going to send 5. Knicks, pressured, throws it away. Well, that drive took all of 30 seconds off the clock. So that's what this game needs. More stoppages. Just taking the rest of the game? Yeah. Or just run the ball. Just run the ball every play at this point. Just run the ball. And see how technology's changed? Oh, yeah. Was that Broncos in fantasy? Yeah. That would help. I mean, at this point, just run the ball every play. Unironically. Keep the clock moving. Just run the ball every play. And for Lemon SSC, perfect. I think we did that. I'm guessing you guys did pretty well. One other wonderful drive. There you go. I'm guessing you guys did pretty well. I'm guessing one of you won all your parlays and one of you got like 2 wrong and the other 2 got 1 wrong. The punt here by Crawshaw. Said 3 shanks and a touchback from the 40. That one's not a bad punt. The 17-yard line, looking for some space, wants to avoid the block in the back. Yeah, that's easy block in the back. Oh my god, that was such an obvious block in the back. Move it back to the 9-yard line. Every play is a pass and most are incomplete. Yep. We got laundry. We got laundry. That is a blindside block. That's an easy call. You put your hands up all you want, but that was very obvious. Ball there, just a kneel. Yeah. Might get GTA 6 before this game ends. You're not wrong. Gotcha, across see how much laundry we got. Oh, we got a lot of laundry. Oh, my goodness. Another wonderful drive. Dolphins win the VLT in 2075. It's a long time. We go commercial break again. Fantastic. Hi to the end of the stream. I wish. Oh, my God. Another commercial break. Oh, my God. We've had 3 commercial breaks this quarter already. This game just needs to end. I hate Mountain Time for reasons like this. Oh, man. Ball at the 8-yard line. Who's going to be quarterbacking is the question. Cooking pot boil on the stove because I do, yeah. I will do anything to get this game to end at this point. Have you been through IBF? Oh, I did not know that. Get more penalties. The points wouldn't shock me at this point. There have been less scoring and so much time to finish the game. Nope. Oh, in order? Ooh, give Rutgers out 36. Oh, I have no idea. I have no clue on that. And after last post, I feel your pain. Oof. Somebody needs to recall the game. CSI needs to investigate it. Everyone needs to do something on that. I'm guessing you did the best. I don't know record-wise. Friars probably did second. And Lex did third. 2 hours behind? Yes, I'm 2 hours behind now. I would not be willing to do that, Sports Talk now. Pickett and Hoyer are America's bag of quarterbacks. Yes, they are. You have future interrogation situations that should be used. I submit the Jags game for this game to end. I want to go that far. But I've seen Jaguars games this bad, but this one is something else. Over under 0 points from the rest of the game. Yeah, Jet 2 Holiday. Honestly, Jet 2 Holiday. I take a Jet 2 Holiday right now. So I have to don't have to watch the end of this crap. Like we're seeing LeBron at this point? Yes and no. 2 years pick of this drive? Well, I don't even know if Gino's coming back in the game. Wi-Fi actually go put me out of misery. Yeah. Gino is coming back in the game. Meme culture quarterback room of the Raiders, Browns right now, but Gino is coming back in somehow. I don't know how, but he's coming back in. So Gino bouncing back. Broncos money line? Yeah, I'll take it. What's the money line of this game? Ooh. What is the money line at this point? I gotta double check. Money line right now. I had Dartmouth. Hip with the tour. Hip clip. Appreciate you, man. It worked. Let's go. Which game do you want? I appreciate you a ton. Which game do you want me to do? I'll get you on the call. Appreciate you a ton. Money line is minus 620 on the Broncos. Gino, play action from his own end zone. Stepping up, fires. Deep shot. That's caught at the 35-yard line by Tucker. Brought down on the play by Riley Moss. But that is some offense. Gain of 27. Pat Stress next week's Thursday football. Oh, God. It's going to get even worse. Which game do you want? Hippo, appreciate you a ton for that one. How the Raiders for the Patriots? It was week 1. Week 1, some weird stuff happens week 1. Yeah, this will make it look better for the... Yeah, look better for the Jets-Patriots, yeah. Nice bounce-back pass. Beautiful bounce-back pass there for Gino. Tucker, the 35-yard line. First down. One of the top 3 at the bottom. First Raiders have a single-yard passing this half. That's impressive. Gino, they're going to send 4. Screen pass. Genty makes one man miss, makes a second man miss, and brought down the 39-yard line by Malcolm Roach. How's it going, Jason? Appreciate you tuning in. You've missed quite the game thus far. Under 49 Raiders plus 14.25 definitely hitting. I would think so at this point. I would think they do. Northwestern, get you on Northwestern. Appreciate you a ton. Lady approaches him. Are you okay? You look like you've been through hell. I have. I've definitely been through hell at this point. 2nd and 6. Ball the 39-yard line. Yeah, man watching coverage games lives to regret it. Yep. Changing lives. This game has changed my life. One of the top 3 of the bomb. Back to his left. Gino. Second read. Deep shot. Caught the 45-yard line. Lockett breaks a tackle. Still got it at the 43. And Gino is now... Well, he took a shot on that one, but he gets back up to his feet. Took a shot on that one. He's limping, but he gets 18. And a first down. So, the Boston, good song. Great intro. And Gino took a low shot there as he released the ball by Zach Allen. Was able to get up, though, very lethargically. And Lockett, nice job bouncing off a whoopee tackler. Again, 33 years old, but he's made some nice plays today. Was that roughing? It wasn't, like, late, relatively speaking. Hit over the middle, Genty. Brought down by the legs, right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard. Brandon Jones on the stop. Gino going to try to tough it out. He is a warrior. Wasn't, like, too late. I have no problem if they call roughing. That's why football, we're hurting the eyes. Yes, we are. Gino was trying to tough it out. Yeah, I would have called roughing. It's not, like, blatant, though. It's not, like, egregious, if that makes sense. Gino challenge there, Mac Jones. 2nd down. Back to his left is Genty. 3 at the top. Now motioning to the bottom of the screen. Goes Lockett. Screen pass. Lockett, his 5th grab of the day. He'll get nothing. Back to the 40-yard line. 3rd and 8. Yeah, what is the score? Yeah, you've missed quite the game. Some of the worst football I've seen in my life. Like, legitimately one of the worst games I've seen in my life. Then was going to keep a Gino in? No. No, he wants to tough it out. He's got the right to. He's playing well this drive. He's got every right to tough it out. If he wants to, you keep him in. He's able to throw. Right now, we know, yeah, Mahomes, yeah, we know that. 3rd and 8, 2 at the top, 1 the bomb, back to his left. 9.5 to go. Tight end Mayer in motion. Excuse me, Bowers in motion. Gino, they're going to send 4. 5 sacks today, and he will make it 6. Brought down to 43. It's Jonathan Cooper. 4th and 11. If it was from Marshawn Newland, probably not. This worse than Jets signed 2012. It's pretty bad. 4th and 11. Yeah, but this game is like really bad. 6 sacks today for the Broncos. 46 on the season. 18 more than the next best team in football. Thursday football sucks. I might stop watching and watch college football on Thursdays instead. Oh, this slate was not much better. Nom on that one. Yep. Sickos like this game. And we'll see if they punt the ball away here. They're not trying a field goal. They're going to punt it away with Cole. He's got 2 punts inside the 2-yard line today. Can he get a 3rd? Had his last punt blocked. This punt, we got a flag for delay of game. No, not delay of game. The clock was at 8, so. False start. Back it up. Yeah, the chat's good. Better than the game. Oh, no, you're good, David. Yeah, you're good. Kids shouldn't be able to see this. No, it's past their bedtime. Supposed image I think was a real screen protector being marketed and being optimized for AI. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, we have reached lunacy at that point. Love flags, yep. This game is one you can't make exciting. You're good at that, yep. Players, no, what happened last night? Last night with what? I'm not sure what happened last night. The punt here. Bounce in the end zone for a touchback. Along to the punt zone. 28-yard net on that one. See to man with the 2 or 4th and 11. Dan Hanks says go for it. Yep. Saw the video today, you know. If you know, you know. Yes, Steve Basusa was better than this. I'm not even joking. Yep. Yeah. The bar starts in 3 minutes. Yep. We'll get there at some point. They go to midnight. Broncos playing Bring Me to Life. Yeah, this game needs to be brought to life. Appreciate you, man. Wake me up, baby. Wake me up, because this game. Oh, that was earlier. Yeah, I didn't know if that was last night or earlier today. Probably not. Probably not. I think it's definitely weighing on the mind to some extent, but if you don't know him, 2006 YouTube anthem, yep. Ball the 20, just run the ball. Please, just run the ball. Put us out for misery. Just run the ball. Oh, yeah, that was last night, yeah. Watch Instagram Reels. Oh, man. This kid's going to watch 2018 YouTube Rewind. Oh, God. One of the worst videos ever on YouTube. All right, which kid do you want? $2 go to one of them. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Make a kid watch this game of child abuse. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Yeah, he wants to see him take a seat. I don't blame him. Perfect song choice. They're all kinds of fraternity. That is true. But I don't think it has to... This game needs to be charged with an adult and a death penalty state. Yes, it does. This game, just burn it. Never, ever play it again. Never have a Thursday night game in Denver ever again. Please, God, no. The Undertaker's bells wake me up. Yep. Going straight to bed after this abomination? Yeah. Run and get the hell out of here? Pretty much. Wow, 30? Whoa. 36. All you guys went 36-0. Friends went 35-1. Holy cow. Congrats, Singer. 6 figures. That's insane. And both teams deserve to get sent to North Korea? Yeah. Worse, Canada. The contraption that William Wallace had to endure? Yeah. The stupid old lady Amazon slang ad? Yeah. It's some... Yeah, the Beatles song. Like, why are the Beatles being used like that? Next song to play is a circus music. Yep. Yeah, wake me up when it ends. Literally, September game. This game is in a personal affront from God. Yes, it is. High altitude causes dumb football on Thursday. Never play a Thursday night game in Denver ever again. Please, God, no. $2 going to Houston UCF. That looks like the game we're going to do. I know they do this game without going insane. I would go insane at this point. I would lose my mind. These are the kind of games that make you go insane. This is the kind of game that gets Al to retire. Sure field motion at the bottom of the screen. Play action. They're going to throw in the flat. That's caught by Ingram. And Ingram will get 5, who is brought down by Devin White at the 25-yard line. Does RV feel like with this trash game? Jeez. It's happening from Week 18. Yes, it is. It's the entirety of BB22 All-Stars. Yeah, literally, that's a good score update. Someone's watching this game. It's the first and last game they've ever watched. Yes, it is. Someone paid money to go to this game. No, it does not fit that at all. No, it does not. Even the Water Boys, yeah. Even the Water Boys. 2nd and 5. One on the top, one on the bottom. Just go on a long drive here. Please, just go on a long drive. Knicks, high snap. Hand up the middle. Harvey, nothing doing. No gain. Taken down on the play by Charles Snowden. 3rd and 5. You haven't watched this game as elder abuse. Yes, it is. Gino's going back into the tent. I retired because of the Vegas-Denver game. Yes, I'm going to retire after this game. 3rd and 5. Yeah, I've got some karaoke songs too after this. I'm rushing over after this game is done. And this game has sucked. 3rd down. 7.5 to go. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Back to his right. Knicks. Takes a snap. They're going to send 4. Second read, middle of the field. Dropped and intercepted at the 45. Are you kidding me? Off the hands of Franklin. Picked off by Kelly. And the Raiders will take over. That one's not on Nix. That one is not on Bo Nix. Off the hands of his receiver. And Gino will come back out. Something on force. Oh, that was the one. Oh, man. Off the hands of Franklin. Perfect throw. Both quarterbacks have had an interception off a drop pass. Oh, my God. That one's not on Bo. His 8th pick of the season. But that's a drop. I start booking someone last 2 days. This is definitely a game. Yeah, why are you late? Yeah, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. Again, that one's not on Bo Nix. 1st down at the 45. Handoff. Genty to the 40. Down to the 39. Trucks a guy. Gain of 6. Brought down by Brandon Jones. Do I have a good chance for overtime? Yes. I was thinking the same thing. No points we scored. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. This game could go OT. I'm going to break the world record of this one for BAC. I am. This is worse than the Hunger Games. The actual Hunger Games are not the movie. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. How do you not die? I don't know how you don't die at 1.48. Just a will guesser. Maybe tomorrow. 3 at the bottom, back to his left. Gino, handoff, Genty. Pushes forward. It's a horrible tackling effort there. I think Roach pushed him forward for the first at the 34-yard line. Gain of 5. This is so bad. Thursday's telling everyone it's actually Wednesday. Yes. It's an advertisement for the abolition of Thursday Night Football. Yes, it is. They've lost 9% of its diehard fans tonight. Yes, they have. I don't think he's getting benched. He's not getting benched for Stidham. That was not his fault. Yeah, both teams got possession in OT, which, God help us. Ball to 34. Genty. Back-to-back nice runs for him. Back-to-back 6 yards runs. 2 at the top. Back to his left is Genty. They're going to hand it off again. Why even throw at this point? Genty. Down to the 32. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8. I think his stock market's going to be impacted at this rate? Yeah, I think so. It's not even the worst Thursday home game of the 2020s. It's up there. Irvin with a $5. This game is painful, so you have to open a local pizza change. What size a pizza do I make? Plus, name of the establishment make it cool. Ooh, brick oven. Definitely brick oven. And what am I naming it? Ooh, what am I naming it to make it cool? Ooh. Ooh, what am I naming it? Hand off, Genty. We'll get a yard at the 30. 3rd and 7. Please someone's in field range. Oh, it is. Packers Steelers, you remember this. Yes, I was. They're now cure words. Yes, they're now curse words. They are. Which game do you want? Ever get you on the call for it? Which game do you want? What would I name it to make it cool? Infernitalia. Combine Inferno and Italy. Inferno and Italia. Combine it. Infernitalia. 3rd and 6. 1 the top, 3 the bottom. Back to his right. Gino, they're going to send 5. Don't take a sack here. Just don't take a sack. Fires on the running complete. And they'll line up for the field goal. Houston, UCF. Perfect. Get you on the call for it. Appreciate you, Ben. Appreciate you a ton. Block the field goal or just miss. I don't care at this point. Smith had no chance on that pass. Yep, stops the clock. Yeah, Ember and Oak. Ooh, yeah, that's a good name. Yeah, pulling teeth like Green Day, because why not? Yep. The field goal here. 48 yards for Carlson. Missed an extra point last week. Carlson, 80% on the season. 12 for 15. 48 to tie it up. Off the interception by Kelly. Snap is good. Kick is up. It is wide right. It is wide right. Carlson's struggles this year continue. His 4th missed field goal of the season. Broncos get it back. They might have saved us from more suffering. Of course he missed it. Legend kickers this week. I'm going to say fiction. I cannot have this game anymore. No, I cannot. I cannot. All right. How will the Broncos blow this is the question. 4.5 minutes ago. I'm just going to run to the bathroom really quickly. Shared verse. You have to deal with this for the next 60 seconds. Give me a second here. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. Sheriff versus Davis in the game, yep. Clippers down 30. Yeah, they're down by 23 right now, yeah. Yep. Well, you did make me watch this. I have no idea. Johnson with a tenner. Holy cow. While I was in the bathroom, Johnson with a tenner. Appreciate you, man. Which game do you... Northwestern. Oh, just says Carlson actually washed. We're getting close to that point. I mean, he's 30. I don't think he's washed. He has not been playing well. He has not been playing well as of late. That's now 4 misses. Yeah, this whole game is a dumb decision. He has 4 missed field goals. He missed an extra point last week. Appreciate you a ton, John Stern, on that one. Appreciate you a ton. Get you on the call for the Northwestern game. All right, 4:30 to go. Ball to 37. Appreciate you, John Stern. I don't think he's washed. Handoff. Dobbins. Down to the 46. Will the Raiders take their timeout here? They will not. They have 2. How they want to play this? Voluntarily subject myself to more torture, yes. Could have ran away, wouldn't have blamed you. It's that kind of game. Like Jets Pats, can't be worse than this. I legit think it can't be worse than this. Even a blowout would not be as bad as this. But appreciate the tenor, John. So yeah, I don't think he's washed, but I think he's in a funk. Broncos are a bear, yeah. They're win or lose. They're a bear. Thursday peak football, yeah. Just run the clock out. Going to see me after the game. I think the Broncos are half asleep right now, as are the Raiders. No, it's a concept. Not dumb decision, it's a concept. It's been around for a while, even back in the 80s and 70s. ABC was trying to hand off the middle. Dobbins, nothing doing. 3rd and 2. Also wants the game to end. He's a real people's champion. Yes, he is. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe. This episode's on the channel. Just run it. 3rd down. Is it 4 down territory? I think it might be 4 down territory. Just run twice. How is it going, Charizard? What a game this has been. Just, yeah, wide receiver pass. Throw it sudden, I dare you. Try it. It almost worked the last time. Try it. Do it again. Play action. In the flat, open, caught, 1st down, stay in bounds. You gotta be kidding me. Franklin gets the first and then runs out of bounds for some reason. Genius. Stop the clock. Beautiful. Good job, Franklin. Gets the first and then has acres of space and just runs out of bounds. He had plenty of space to turn up field, but nope, we just gotta run out of bounds. Stop the clock. Give the Raiders an extra timeout. They got a first. Franklin just runs out of bounds because he does not like the people and wants this game to go on forever. Most significant wide right now, Michael's a seat. Yep. Load of dumb decisions. Holy cow. Clock stops and they throw the... They didn't throw. Was it blown? It had to be blown dead before. There's no way they threw the ball in that spot. What's the call here? Yeah, look at mine of you two for watching the game. Yep. So on the defense, 5-yard penalty, 1st down at the 25-yard line. It's going to be the game of the day. Yeah, the worst. Yeah, Crosby for offside. He jumped. Got by McGlinchey before the ball was snapped. 2 hours, 56 minutes. It felt like 5 hours. Coach saves them for now. 1st and 5. 3 minutes to go. Raiders have 2 timeouts on the 2-minute warning. This game is worse than 3-0? I think so, yeah. I think it is. What is this game? Why is this game? How is this game? I don't know. Nothing makes sense. Handoff. Dobbins. Gain of 4. I'm calling timeout here if I'm the Raiders. I'm jumping offside intentionally. I'm doing the intentional offside. Give them the free 1st down. They're not going to do it. Make a wish. I wish for this game to end. That's my make a wish. 2nd inches. They get to the line again. I would call a timeout and give them the free 1st down and just jump offside, but they're not going to do that. Right, this is frustratingly bad, yeah. Managers are better than the Raiders. They're going to snap it with 9. I don't know why they don't snap it with, 2. And he had the 1st down, then hurdles over a lineman for some reason. He gets nothing. Chin on the tackle. I can't explain why he hurdled over a lineman. I can't explain that. Your GTA 6 is called busting a union and delays the release 6 months, and we have to watch this game. Nope. Not great. 1 timeout left for the Raiders. I would rather watch the 30-second thing. Still on 1st down. I'd have to call the 3-0 game. At least I did not. Pass the card sim next week? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. That pick wasn't his fault. Win Broncos, please, game. Stand up for this, even though I have school tomorrow. Yeah. No matter who wins this game, we're all losers. It's a game that never ends, goes on my friend. Yeah, this game is exactly not so on next. I'm not crazy about next. So far, but you're not benching him for Stidham. Stidham's not that good. Franklin runs for public office. Tim decided to run out of bounds. Will be used against him at opportunity. Yes, it will be. 3rd and inches. The greatest game. 4 down territory. Go for me and end this, please. I'd rather watch human centipede. 3rd and inches. Next. QB sneak. He got the first. By a whole yard. The Raiders should call timeout here. I believe they will. It's the right call. 1 first down ends it. The Broncos can take this down. 2-minute warning. Then a run play to 156. Get down to 116. 3rd down, 112. Get it down to 32. The Raiders will get it back with about 25 seconds left. The Raiders will get it with about 25 seconds. At least they don't have some magic clock. That is true. Dumb decision tomorrow? Yes. The Cortland Sutton wide receiver pass is the dumb decision tomorrow. There's a lot of dumb decisions for this game, but take me out of misery. Yep. Please. Yep, the game got delayed. Another, I mean, this is like a 14-year delay at this point. Offside Max was a killer. Yep. That's why I would have intentionally jumped offside after that and given them a free set of downs. At 1st and 5, I'm jumping offside intentionally, giving them a free set of downs. So they could potentially get the ball back. Draft Aller around 6 to back up. I'm not sure he's going to play again. 5 minutes out, yes. I'm downloading this game as soon as it's done, and I am just going to be writing on this. I'm going to be working on the script while I'm at the bar. I'm going to be writing on my phone. 59-year field goal. Yeah, well, that was a part of that, yeah. Ball to 25. 1 first down ends it. Dumb decision on us watching it. Yep, hand up the middle. Dobbins to the 20. 18 brought down. We go to the 2-minute warning. The moment they get a first, I'm signing off. The moment they get a first, I'm calling it. I mean, I think it's 4 down territory at this point. I'm not risking anything. You need 3 plays to get 3 yards and end the game. I'll be sleeping in class tomorrow. Yeah, it's worth it. You see your team win, it's worth it. I have done that many times where I sit up late to watch my team play. Feel like crap the next day, but it was worth it. I said Chow was engaging. Yep. Chow was fun. Maybe Levis or QB2? I don't know about that. But Stidham's not the guy. It's the backup. All right, there is no winner. Better be as long as Syria, Jags, Eagles, some decision. It's going to be pretty long. You know they aren't getting a first? Yeah, I do know they're not getting a first. 2nd and 3. If they get a first, I call it right then and there. If they get a first, I call it immediately. Think it's going to be some fun fest? Yeah. Chat tomorrow, the Earth says hello. Yep. Looks like the game we're doing tomorrow night is Houston UCF. Cannot be worse than this. Houston UCF, barring anything crazy in the next 30 seconds, is the game we're doing tomorrow. And then I'm going to go to karaoke and take all your requests. Zach Taylor, it's still waiting in the wings. Unfortunately, we're still waiting in the wings because, well, this. 2nd down. Broncos score a touchdown? Oh, God, please no. That'd be a dumb decision. Darren Nix to throw. Yes, please throw. I beg of you. 2nd and 3. Handoff. Dobbins. 1st down. Ball came out, but got it. Okay. There you go. There's your game. They got the first ball game. Broncos win. We all lose in the process. Broncos go to 8-2. Raiders have now dropped 7 of the last 8. They go to 2-7. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. JG9 signing off. Hope you guys recover from that game. Houston UCF is the game that we are doing tomorrow. When we need to make the call coming out as well. Appreciate you guys being here. JG9 signing off. Broncos win 10-7 your final. New video dropping tomorrow about whatever the heck this game was. And I will see you guys tomorrow for some more streams. MIT Harvard at 5 o'clock Eastern. Houston UCF at 8 o'clock. Take care. See you soon. Never want to see you.